Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another week of NFL football and fantasy to get you ready to win in week 11. Already underway. Don't just mean Thursday. We got game action right now. My Dolphins are taking on the Commanders in the Who Cares Bowl because they're not making the playoffs, but it's football. We care, actually, because of fantasy, right? We're going to keep you
Right.
up to date with what's going on with those few fantasy relevant players that are left in those offenses. And hang out with us though, because we're going to keep you up to date with everything fantasy football related that you need to know. The news, right? Injury updates coming in a second. And of course, we're going to answer all your questions, as many as we possibly can for the next 3 hours before kickoff. And I feel like it's been a pretty newsworthy week. And this is one of those weeks where we've had a lot of surprise injuries, things that not just come out of nowhere during the week, which that always happens, but some that just escalate quickly. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to get into that? Are we ready for the injuries already?
Ready for the injuries. Let's do it.
So the one I think that caught my eye, this just happened. Sam Laporta went from kind of having a back thing to going on IR. So now all of a sudden, I mean, you're sweating if you've been rolling with him as tight end, and why wouldn't you? He's been totally solid. Now you're wondering, like, what do I do for the playoffs? Because he's not going to be back for your first round, and who knows when he'll be back. What happened here? And oh yeah, by the way, the backup tight end is Brock Wright. He's questionable here too. So also, what goes on in this Detroit offense?
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. This certainly escalated quickly. Not good if you have Sam Laporta because he had a really good playoff schedule. So, I mean, he's going to miss 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, he could be back week 15, right? Because he misses week 11, 12, 13, 14. He could be back week 15. That's what you hope here. I mean, like, don't drop Sam Laporta if you have Sam Laporta. But you definitely need to go get another tight end for sure.
Yeah, because as we always say, and as we've seen many, many, many times, just because you can come off IR doesn't mean you do come off IR. A lot of players then aren't ready. So I don't know. I'm trying to check the depth chart here. Ross Dwelly?
Yeah.
Anyone? I remember wasn't he with the Niners a couple years ago? I feel like.
Yeah, he had like a moment. I remember he had like a moment.
He had a moment. All the Niners tight ends have their moment when Kittle misses, right?
Yep.
I mean, honestly, this can't possibly make Sun God any more valuable? Jameson Williams, like, okay, he's been getting more targets anyways, and you figure this, they might need to get him more involved. But this is a very totally different role that JMO plays versus Laporta. Is there anybody else who gets a bump here? Even, I mean, are we going to possibly see them use Isaac Tesla a little bit more since he's more of a big body receiver?
I mean, maybe, but even he's kind of questionable to play this week. So I don't know. I don't know what. Look, Dan Campbell's calling the plays. We'll see what he dials up here.
All right. Well, that's just the first. We have plenty more injuries to talk about. Sam Laporta is the one that, though, again, kind of escalated the most. Dalton Kincaid, okay, we already know he's been hurt. He is out, and it may go beyond this week as well. And J.K. Dobbins, that one has led to his season officially ending. Again, didn't want this to happen, but this is part of the reason I was really big on RJ Harvey before the season. I mean, look, you can't predict injuries, and I know you don't like the injury prone label. This feels like it was so inevitable, and it actually did come true.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some guys like he's kind of like who was the player? Rashad Penny, right? Rashad. I mean, he stays somehow. I think J.K. Dobbins has been healthier than Rashad Penny, but right, one of these guys that just can't. It's inevitable. It almost seems inevitable. It's unfortunate for him, but yep, another season lost to injury for J.K. Dobbins. So, look, again, if you've been holding R.J. Harvey on your bench, you're feeling pretty good right now. Although, though, I guess the downside here is like you get the Chiefs this week, and then you don't get them next week, and then you get the bye next week. So it's like, if you have RJ Harvey, you might be struggling to make the playoffs because he's, I mean, yeah, he's scored touchdowns, but you probably haven't been starting RJ Harvey, and then now you get him in a tough matchup, and then you don't get him next week. So it's like, too late. But if you're in contention with RJ Harvey, you definitely are feeling good.
Yeah, if there's one team really bad timing on the bye, it would be Harvey. But at the same time, rookies get that some, not all, with that post-bye bump. Now they're going to plan all that week off. They're planning to roll with him as the focal point of that running game. So
right.
I feel even better about him week 14 on. So anyways, okay. Other one that it's not surprising anymore because it's been a few days, but Martin Harrison Jr. is out. So doesn't mean that Michael Wilson is an auto ad, but we know we're going to have some questions there. But Bam Knight, on the other hand, for the Cards is in, for what that's worth. All right, let's see. Then the obvious ones. Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, not coming back. Jackson Dart is out. We know this. We're going to see Jameis Winston in action. Can't wait for that. He's not going to have Darius Slayton. If you missed it yesterday, I told you Darius Slayton has been ruled out, that hamstring injury. I've seen a lot of Theo Johnson questions and a lot of Theo Johnson speculation. I even got a trade offer in Dynasty for my Theo Johnson. And it was, I can't remember what it was. It was very generous, so I took it. Is Theo Johnson the big beneficiary? We know Rondale is already going to be the top target, right? But, is it Theo or is it some random receiver?
Well, it could be some random receiver, but I understand the Theo bump here, right? I mean, we always talk about it. Anytime a team is lacking in wide receivers, it's good for the tight end. And it's not like Theo hasn't been involved this year. He's been involved. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's always got touchdown upside with Jameis. I will say, if there is a worry here, this is one of the games I am a little bit worried about for the weather. It's saying winds should come in around or even over 20 miles per hour. Gusts will be between 30 to 40 miles per hour. And it is the Packers. Although the Packers have somewhat struggled against tight ends, and I guess the wind doesn't affect the tight end as much. But, I think Theo Johnson's got to get a bump here.
Yeah, it makes sense because looking at it after Wan'Dale, Theo Johnson's the second leading target on the Giants this whole season. And Neighbors, of course, is out. Slayton is out. Scadaboo's out. I mean, you go down the list. Next would be Tyrone Tracy, the running back, and then Daniel Bellinger, the backup tight end. Little Jordan Humphrey, I don't think he's even on the team anymore. So what's going to happen. We're going to see the random Jalen Hyatt 50-yard touchdown.
Well, probably.
All right, what you're not going to see is Bucky Irving or Chris Godwin playing this week. They're both out. We'll see about next week. You're not going to see Isaiah Pacheco either. He's been rolled out, and CJ Stroud also going to miss another game. Now, a couple others here. These deserve special attention. So Brian Thomas Jr., we were very sketchy as far as where he was going to play, and even if he was active, whether you would want to play him. Now we don't have to worry about it, right?
Yep.
What are we thinking of doing with Brian Thomas Jr. before our fantasy trade deadlines?
Well, the trade deadline is now, so you better pull off something in the next 2 hours for most of you. But we've been saying, what can you do? You could just say screw it, I don't even care, give me anything. Sure, get something for him. But realistically, what are you getting for Brian Thomas Jr. right now? Biggest bust of the fantasy season, unquestionably.
Yeah, he was a first-round pick almost everywhere. That's a bust. And then this one that must have just happened. I didn't hear about this. Do I see that Keon Coleman has been now ruled a healthy scratch? What did he do?
Yep, he didn't do anything. Apparently, they said he had a good week of practice, but there's just areas he's lacking in that they need to see him improve on. I don't know, playing wide receiver.
Catching the ball. This isn't some rookie running back who's failing in pass protection. He's number one, not a rookie. Number two, not a running back. And that's the terminology, right? That they use. That's the nice way of putting, that he's in the doghouse. So he must have done something to get there. But that's interesting. Keon Coleman. Well, he was already droppable, but now he's more droppable. And then questionable. Well, the only other questionable that we don't know right now is Matthew Golden. Probably safe to say you can just not worry about him.
Yeah.
These are the ends. These guys are playing. Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall, both at the same time. Can you imagine it? We're actually going to see it, possibly. So both of those Niners are ruled in. Rico Dowdle is good to go. Rondé Gadsden has been cleared for a couple of days now. Don't worry about his injury. DJ Moore, Romeo Dobbs, Marvin Mims, all good to go. Chris Rodriguez didn't really have much of a concern there. Do you think Chris Rodriguez actually gets more carries than Bill going forward?
Well, I can accurately say with 100% confidence, yes, because they're playing right now. and Bill has had as many snaps as everybody on this stream right now.
Wow.
It's all Chris Rodriguez. Well, and a little bit of Jerry McNichol sprinkled in. So if you picked up Chris Rodriguez, you got to be feeling pretty good now. I mean, he's only got, like, they've only had the ball one time. This has been a weird game where, like, the Dolphins drove down and then had a penalty and kicked a field goal. Then the Commanders drove down, had a penalty, kicked a field goal. And now the Dolphins just drove down again, got a sack and kicked a field goal. So it's like the Commanders have only had the ball one time because each team has, like, had these long sustained drives. But it's been all Chris Rodriguez in the backfield, basically. So, yeah, this guy was one of those preseason hype guys that disappeared, and now he's back.
I remember very clearly several weeks ago when he had one, like, kind of good game, the victory laps were dizzying. So many Bill Truthers were victory lapping that one game. Where are they now? But, yeah. Bill is not a thing. Okay.
No, he's not a thing at all.
No, like literally nothing for fantasy. Guys who are in, we're worried about them, but they moved from questionable to in. So if you got these guys, don't worry about injury at least. Drake London, no issues. Devontae Adams, some people said they're nervous about him. Don't be. He's playing. He's good to go. If you have Devontae Adams, you play him. Now, for other reasons, you might worry about Calvin Ridley, but he's playing. He's back. Still don't think I would play him in my fantasy team, but he is playing. And Quentin Johnston is clear. He's good. If anything changes for any of these players, we'll let you know before the games start. But that's it. That's the injury report. So let's get going to the questions. But first, let's get the picks in as well. You know that we're partnered with Underdog, and you know that you should be trying Underdog as well if you haven't yet, because this is a great time to do it. Right now, if you sign up for the first time on Underdog, you get a free pick. The gimme this week is Jahmyr Gibbs higher than 0 yards. So if he does something, you get money. But also, you get free bonus cash just for signing up for Underdog. So again, just try it out. Use code ENDGAME. Take your special pick, as you just saw, up to $1,000 of bonus cash. They'll match half of your first deposit, so extra cash in your account. And then, just to be nice, they're giving you another extra $100 in bonus funds just for playing $5 towards your first few picks. You get the free picks. They also are constantly giving out these profit boosts. They have promos going on all the time. And you know, 'tis the holiday season. So we can have plenty during Thanksgiving week and Thanksgiving Day for those games. A lot more profit boosts and bonuses and free stuff. They do giveaways too, especially when you get closer to Christmas. So all sorts of stuff there. We're giving away some stuff too, sort of. We're going to give you 10 free points on DraftLane if you sign up for the first time there. So here it is. This is the DraftLane app. We like to show it off because we are proud of it. So this is the endgame code that you use in the settings. You just put endgame, apply, get 10 free points. You can ask your questions anytime, any day, and we will answer it as soon as possible. You don't have to wait for the streams, and you can even get deeper here. Let's look at what we got. When we do save a couple for the streams, right? We usually get it down to 0 pretty quickly, but let's do this start sit question here. Who to flex?
This is the one. So I intentionally saved this one because it's a tough flex decision.
I see Jalen Naylor. All right.
Yep.
I see Christian Watson.
Yeah, but Christian Watson's already in the lineup.
So we got Monangai, DK, Ridley. That's it. These guys are on bye.
Yeah. So it's like, do we start Naylor or Ridley or Monangai?
I'm not doing any Tennessee receiver against the Texans' number one pass defense. I'm just not. Like I'll say this. Look, because I did mentioned Naylor on the waiver video because he had a big game, and it's easy to say, well, okay, that was one game, right? It was one game. Like Jefferson's going to be involved, and Addison's going to be involved. Like Naylor's not going to all of a sudden start to carve a huge role here, but he does have a role, right? He's the number 3 guy in a pass-heavy offense, and McCarthy likes him. I mean, he didn't target him as much as the other 2 guys, but they connected, and he mentioned him specifically by name post game last week. He said he's just going to look for him more. I mean, why wouldn't he? He caught all the passes and he made big plays. So I really think Naylor against the Bears is a pretty good flex here. Like Monangai is fine for sort of a floor, but I would actually take a chance on Naylor. I would keep it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like I said, I left this one because it was tough, because it's like, I can make a case for, I don't know if I can make a case for Ridley necessarily, but I can make a case for like potentially Monangai. But I'm fine leaving Naylor in there.
Yeah. Because, on the other hand, it's like what we always say, right? It's PPR. Like Monangai get you a floor, but what are we looking for? Look for a little more upside, I think. Monangai isn't a bad choice because he gives you a floor, but not much upside. Can't start Titans versus Houston, number 1 pass defense. All right, there you go. We'll get to some of the others later, but unless you want to do one more now, you want to knock one more out?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Let's do the ask a question. This is easy. All right, 12-teamer have GK and Sam L. Playing week 14. Week 14.
Right. You say it's ask a question. It's easy. I have no idea what they're asking.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the question is. DS in WV? What is that? Debo Samuel? DS is Debo Samuel?
I have GK and Sam L.
George Kittle and Sam Laporta.
Oh, okay. Jeez. All right. Yeah, because DS.
Looking the week. Oh, okay. Because what we just talked about, Laporta coming back maybe week 14, right? After week 14 from the IR. So he's looking ahead for a tight end, I guess. But why are we choosing now? 2 wide receivers week, Odunze, Alex Pierce, and Debo. This is like set my week 14 lineup. I think this is what the question is.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot going on here. All right, let's save this one for later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to save that one. That doesn't seem like it's a week 11 question anyway, so we can probably do it later.
All right.
Let's do week 11 questions. Like other John. Non-PPR, Gadsden, Pearsall, or Ferguson.
In non-PPR, we need a touchdown. Do I just go Ferguson here? I mean, Ferg's been scoring. Ferguson or Gadsden? I mean, I have Gadsden ranked higher among tight ends.
Yeah, it's one of the tight ends, pretty sure. I don't
know. I might go Gadsden.
Yeah. I mean, Ferguson clearly has more touchdowns on the season, but lately it's pretty much even because Ferguson did most of his damage right before CD came back. Go Gadsden. But other John also wants to know. Oh yeah, this is the PPR. Unless you're a running back, you only get half. JMO, Pearsall, Swift, or Jennings?
I think I still go Swift here. I don't know if only half PPR for running back is going to drop Swift down enough for me to start like Jameson or Jennings or Pierce all over him. I think I'm still going Swift.
Yeah, Swift's pretty good in this matchup. Jameson, if you want, again, roll the dice for that upside. But Swift is probably your better pick. I still think based, like what we were just talking about with Monangai, I think Swift still is the 1A here, the lead back. You have to prefer Swift over Monangai these days. Okay. Rusty, good morning. So speaking of tight ends from before, Knox with Coleman out or Theo?
Nah, I don't know. I have Theo ranked higher. I mean, Coleman being out doesn't significantly change my opinion of Dawson Knox. Like Keon Coleman gets what, 3 targets a game?
Right.
I'm still going to go Theo Johnson here.
And here's the other thing, not just Rusty, but everybody to know. Yeah, Dawson Knox has been there. We know him. He was there before Kincaid. He's not the number one guy necessarily. Jackson Haas, the rookie tight end, has been really good this year. And I don't mean fantasy because he hasn't done a whole lot in fantasy, but he's just been really good in real life. And they like him a lot. He might get just as much, if not more, run than Dawson Knox. So Knox isn't even the next guy up. So for me, this is easily Theo, who is the next guy up with Slate now. And as always, NTY is in the house. We always appreciate you. NTY is also on the Draftline app all the time. 10-team PPR. We need to start here. Let's see, Flacco, Achane, Cook, Franklin, Jamo, Schultz, Judy on the bench, Parker, Dobbs, Monty, Sharps, Algier. Any changes here?
I don't think so. I'm good with what you got.
Yeah, the only dilemma is, do I want Monty in there as the flex? Well, we don't really love his matchup this week, so I think you're okay. I think I'd rather take a shot on those guys. Bob, always nice and early. And when I say early, I mean this was a couple hours ago. Thank you. I forgot. I always forget. Subscribe if you haven't yet, guys. It helps us out if you're new here. If you haven't yet subscribed, click that button. Yes, it is much easier than kicking a 50-yard field goal in Buffalo.
Yes.
John Shaw.
Which Matt Gay just missed a 50-yard field goal, so it's still 6-3 Dolphins. They're getting the ball back.
And I noticed it is all Chris Rodriguez. 8 carries. Nobody else has a carry except for Marcus Mariota, who's carried twice for 0 yards.
Well, not only that, the snap count right now is Chris Rodriguez 17, Jeremy McNichols 3. If you notice, I didn't say one other name because he's yet to even touch the grass. Well, I guess there's grass on the sideline. He's yet to either touch the grass on the actual playing surface.
Yeah, the grass has yet to touch him. So
yes.
All right. Let's see. John Shop, Dobbs or Franklin? I'd think Franklin, right? You like Franklin a little bit better.
Yeah, Franklin over Dobbs, yes.
And here's that same question, but PPR, is it Gadsden or Ferguson for Derek Gonzalez?
I like Gadsden better. I just like he's such a part of that offense. He's got that yard after catch, big playability. I mean, even though he didn't have remember he only played like a half last week, and he still had a decent game, and he was like 7th in expected fantasy points among all tight ends in just not for the first half, like for the whole week. And he only played a half. He's so involved. I'm gonna go Gadsden.
Yeah, in non, it's tougher. It's like, who do you think might score? In PPR at this point, yeah, I think it's not like there's a huge margin, but let's go Gadsden. Ruben Carrion, welcome. Needs 2, and 2. Barkley, Judkins, Genty, Etienne, Jones, and then we have Adams, McConkey, Pickens, Sutton, already good at tight end.
All right, well, I'm going to go Barkley. Man, you got Aaron Jones snuck in there at the end. I've got it Barkley, Genty, my top 2. Man, I've got Adams, Ladd, my top 2 wide receivers. We get 2 flexes. Okay, then I'm going to go Pickens, Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I think this works out nice. You get to squeeze in all the players that you really like this week.
Exactly. It's like, oh man, sometimes I see these teams and it's like, what? I got to bench this guy.
All right. I love this one. John Henry. He's in 9 leagues, needs to dominate. Don't just win, right? Like you can win or you can make a statement and dominate, like run up the score. That's the goal. Wandale or Vidal or Chase Brown or Swift. We need 2.
Okay. Chase Brown's number 1 for me. I have Swift number 2. Although Wandale's not very far behind him, but I still have Swift a little higher than Wandale.
Yeah, this is PPR. Just FYI. Okay, Wandale or Flowers or JMO.
Yeah, I'm going to go Flowers there.
Yeah, I like Flowers a lot this week. Brissett or Purdy?
I'm going to go Purdy.
Vidal or Warren?
Warren.
Rogers, McCarthy or Mariota? Well, he can't play Mariota.
Too late for Mariota. I'll actually go Rogers here. Rogers against the Bengals.
All right. There you go, John. Domination will be yours. Well, hold on. We got dominate on defense. Ravens, Cowboys, Falcons.
Who these teams play? Okay, Ravens get the Browns, Cowboys,
Raiders.
Yeah, but the Falcons play somebody really good, don't they?
Really good. Play the Panthers in that rematch.
Yeah, give me the Falcons. How many? Come on, Bryce Young. They don't even throw the ball. Like it's like, how many points can the Panthers score?
Yeah, the interesting thing about that game, you got to wonder because remember they played way early in the season, and the Panthers. Remember that game was that surprise 30-0 game.
Yeah.
Falcons just like they did a couple weeks ago against the Dolphins, they just like forgot to actually show up. Like I think they missed the flight. Are they going to bounce back this week? That's the question. I think they will. Alexander's channel needs 2. Warren, Woody, Vidal, Rico. Ooh.
I'm going Rico and Warren.
Yeah, I really like Woody this week, but yeah, I don't think you can put him over those guys. Rico and Warren for the matchups. Alex B, happy Sunday. Watson or Worthy?
Watson.
Yeah, Worthy is just not a factor. Silicon Valley Athletics, welcome and good morning. Needs 2 wide receivers here. Trey Tucker, Christian Watson, Parker Washington. That's it.
I'm going to go Watson and Parker Washington with BTJ out again.
And then defense, Bills, Lions, Bears. Oh, my. Lions get the Eagles, don't they? I don't think we want that.
Yeah, I'm not playing the Lions. But the Bills get the Bucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might just go Bears. I might go Bears here. Like, am I supposed to be scared of J.J. McCarthy? No, I'm going to go Bears.
I mean, if anything, we've seen McCarthy. He'll make those they call hero throws, which is that's the stat that Jameis Winston used to always lead the league in by a wide margin when he was a starter.
Right.
Meaning close your eyes and chuck it as far as you can and hope something good happens. So he'll probably be good for at least a pick or 2. So even though the Bears are the worst actual defense here, they have the best matchup. Rico or Marks? It got to be Rico.
Yeah, Rico.
All right, good luck. Santiago needs 2 quarterbacks in 2 different Superflex leagues. So either Dak, Penix, or Flacco. Who's the pick there? Pretty sure it's not Penix.
No, it's Dak and Flacco. And then the second one, I'll go Hurts and Darnold.
In that order. There you go, Santiago.
All right. Well, everybody with Bill, you can stop panicking. He's playing. He's in the game.
Oh, I see. He did carry the ball for -1 yard. Okay. Santiago also in a redraft league. 2 flexes. Not Coleman. He's not playing. Pearsall, Naylor, Tillman, Watson.
I'm going to go Watson and Pearsall.
Yep. Watson and Pearsall it is. Good luck. Thomas. Oh, this is the worst. We have to sit Either Barkley, Dowdle, Harvey, Romer, London.
It's Harvey. That's pretty easy for me.
Yeah, I mean, London's good to go. You don't have to worry about it. You have to play in London. I know. All right, Harvey it is, especially it's PPR. What about Starman? Good morning. Needs two, and a tight end. Got Henry, Kyron, Jones, Swift, CD Rice, Nico, AJB, and then we have to choose between Kittle or Gadsden.
I'm going to go Aaron Jones, and I have Henry second here out of this group. Aaron Jones, Henry, Rice, Nico, wide receiver.
And don't forget CD.
Oh, man. Okay, CD. There's no flex. We don't have a flex here?
I don't see one. At least he didn't say he needed one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Aaron Jones, Henry. I don't know, CD, Nico. Kittle at tight end. This is brutal. I have all these people and you don't even get a flex. Can't even flex one.
At least brutal in a good way. One more.
I don't know.
Well.
It's not even in a good way because you start Nico and Rice randomly scores 3 touchdowns and you're like, oh, why didn't I start Rice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, that's true.
It's just brutal. It's like, that's like fantasy football torture right there. It's like, here, you get to have all these amazing players, but then you have to pick which 4 to start every week, and then you have to watch 6 of them go off on your bench.
Yeah, I think still better than, the ones where like, do I start little Jordan Humphrey or Sean Tucker or
actually, because that's how a lot of my leagues are.
Yeah.
But the thing about those leagues is it's like you don't like at the end of the week you're like not like, oh boy, I should have because how often if you're choosing between those guys, it's like one guy might have got 12 but the other guy got 8. It's like, okay, like, you know what I mean, like he got 12, he got 8. Okay, you don't have like some guy on your bench getting 35.
Yeah, I'd still rather have the other problem. All right, Santiago, one more. Gadsden or Ott?
I have Gadsden higher still.
Yeah, that one's close. Again, both good options. Let's go Gadsden. Carlos Z, good morning. Picked up Flacco and Herbert. Wow, you're just there.
Wow. Herbert, I have Herbert higher. Safe.
Flacco, great spot, but yeah, Herbert. I think you just got to go Herbert because it could be a big Chase Brown week. Half PPR, Vikings, Bills, or Panthers at defense. Vikings against Caleb Williams, Panthers against the Falcons.
Oh, geez. These are not great options here. I don't know. I mean, the Panthers are not even like a good defense. It was funny last week in my one defense league. We were debating between the Panthers. We were like, should we play the Panthers? Like, yeah, they get the Saints. They get the Saints. And the real move was to play the Saints against the Panthers. That was the actual move. Like the Panthers they don't get pressure. They don't get sacks. They don't get anything. They don't do anything. They're just kind of out there like tackling dudes. That's it. After they've run past the line of scrimmage, though, that's the problem. They've already made it past the line of scrimmage when they tackle them. I don't know. The Bills are the best defense here in real life. I mean, the Vikings are okay too. I don't know. Bills. I don't like any of these defenses this week, though. I guess I'll go with Bills.
Maybe are the Bears out there? Maybe you can do that. One sportsman-like. Alan Jacob, Genti, Collins, Jettis locked. Okay, so Theo, Schultz, or Loveland at tight end?
Schultz at tight end.
Flex, Pearsall, Flowers, Etienne, Marks, Judkins.
You got to go Flowers here.
Yeah, Flowers for sure. Too many Texans, question mark? No, because we're not starting Marks, it looks like. So I think you're fine. And there is such a thing as too many Texans. I'm not saying there isn't, but you're good. Gabriel, Good morning. Yes, hopefully everyone is dominating and killing their leagues. We're going to keep doing it. Who do y'all like better, Pearsall or Michael Wilson?
Well, I did I see that right? Like, Diamador Lenore is out? Did I? Or he's questionable. Has he been ruled? Like, what's the latest here? Let me see.
Yeah, I mean, I just see questionable.
If he's out, he's their number one corner. Yeah, he's their number one corner. I mean, he's really all they have. Have we gotten a game status on him yet?
Well, they played in the afternoon, but let me see. Let's see the injury report here. Let me see. Oh, that's not everything.
Well, they elevated Eli Apple from the practice squad, so
that's not a good sign.
Good. I might just go Michael Wilson here. I mean, 49ers have nobody left on defense.
All right. I'm fine with that because, again, I'm okay avoiding the risk of Pearsall getting re-aggravated, not doing a whole lot, right? Maybe he's not 100% really, so I'm fine with that. Cerulean Dog needs 2 receivers in the flex, so Dunze, London, Igbuka, Pickens, Woody, Harvey, and then a tight end. Well, it's the same question, so we'll go Gadsden barely over Otten.
2 wide receivers in a flex. You got to go Igbuka. I think you got to go Igbuka, London, Pickens.
Yep. There we go. And then Eddie Machuca. Good morning. All is well in the world. Needs 2 wide receivers between AJB, Devontae Smith, Flowers, and Adunze.
Ooh. Oh, man. All right. I have Flowers 1, AJB 2. We just need 2? All right. Well, I got AJB Flowers. That's who I'm rolling with.
All right. Go, Eddie. Tough decision. Cassie, 420. No PPR. Hurts, Henry Judkins, Warren, Puka T. On the bench is Roman Sutton. Any changes?
I mean, you're not benching Puka or T. Nah.
Nope. And flexing a running back, yes. And no PPR, you do that. All right, you're good, Cassie. Mo needs 2. Dobbs, Myers, Pearsall, Harvey, Aaron Jones.
I have Aaron Jones number 1, Harvey number 2.
There you go. Scott, thank you. Appreciate that. Absolutely. Don't forget, you guys watching, hanging out with us, don't forget at some point, just click that thumbs up. And of course, if the subscribe button has not been selected previously, you can take a second to do it now. We're working our way. Let's do a couple of the non-super chats. Do a little, let's see, a little quarterback action here. Dylan Roberts, Rodgers, Darnold, or Purdy?
Darnold number 1 for me.
Yeah, I'm just setting Darnold and not worrying about it with these guys. What about most poetic? Flacco, McCarthy, or Brissett?
Flacco.
Yeah, Flacco it is. Oh, this one's tough. Gregory Goff. We would like both these guys a lot. You go T. Higgins or you go Nico Collins?
I think you still got to go Nico. I mean, he's the number 1. He gets the Titans. You got to go Nico.
Yeah, both. Like, again, those are your flex options. I don't want to know who your receivers are, but yeah.
Right.
This is one of those things. Now, this one is easier. Adrian Ochoa, Tet or Igbuka?
Igbuka.
It's definitely Igbuka because he's definitely number 1 there. All right, let's go to Eminem. Shakir or Tez?
I mean, I do like Tez this week, but Shakir is just so much more solid and safer. Gives you such a better floor. I'm going to go Shakir.
Yeah, and, you know, if someone does benefit from, I think more so than Dalton Kincaid being out than Keon Coleman, but both of them are out, right? Shakir, that's just makes him a little bit more viable. All right, what about Mumble Dragon? Welcome back. Harvey or Pearsall?
Harvey.
Harvey it is. All right, Joshua L. Theo Johnson or DJ Moore? Are we flexing the tight end for the Giants? Is it possible?
I don't think so. I think I would just go with DJ Moore here.
Gonna have to think about it. Let me think about it. No, I think this is getting a little too far. I mean, Theo Johnson's upside is not massive, but also that matchup is not good. All right, let's go DJ Moore here. Appreciate you, Joshua. Thank you. And now the one-man army needs 2 flexes. Who is it not between Vidal, Harvey, Judkins?
All the workhorses, all in bad matchups.
Yep. I think the one out of this group, I think I would go Vidal first.
I technically have Judkins over Harvey, but part of me wants to say Harvey because at least he catches. Like we know he's got the pass catching potential, so I might go Vidal Harvey here. I mean, these guys are all very close for me.
Yeah,
like I said, they're all clearly the guys, but they're all clearly in bad matchups.
And I think there's one that you worry a little bit more about game script, right? Kind of going against them, it would be Judkins, right? The Ravens over the Browns. So go Vidal Harvey. Anthony Jackson, Chase Brown, or Woody Marks?
I think I do like Woody this week, but I think you got to go Chase Brown.
Right. Again, hard not to start Woody, but Chase Brown is almost a must start this week. Duval Dan, pick 2, Judkins, Vidal, Harvey, Marks. Here we go. That same group.
This one, Marks clearly number 1 for me, and I still have to have Vidal number 2.
Right. Since we basically just ranked them. Yeah, I think Marks is number 1 over all these guys. So there you go. Marks and Vidal it is. This caught my eye. This is an interesting one. I don't know when your trade deadline is. Luca P. Did you trade Rico and JMO for CD?
Yeah, give me CD. Give me CD. Definitely.
Right. I mean, look, if JMO all of a sudden starts to do what he should have been doing this whole season, right? Actually being a reliable wide receiver 2, and Rico is a very solid, high upside running back 2, that still quite isn't the same as having an elite receiver as CD. This could be a win-win for both sides. So, but this still, that's an if, right? If JMO actually does this consistently. So you got to take the CD side. Jacob White, Tet Pearsall, Gadsden.
I don't know. Can I go Gadsden here?
I think so. I think I would take Gadsden.
Yeah, it's fine. He should be fine. He should be fine.
Don't feel a big Tet game, that's for sure. Daniel Chavez. How about Tet Pearsall, Watson, DJ Moore? Just one.
Here, I'm pretty sure I'm going Watson. Yes, Watson.
Again, not feeling Tet. Pearsall super risky. DJ Moore barely clinging to fantasy relevance, but not really. I really just want to ignore DJ Moore. All right, Bert. Top of the morning, projected down 20. Are C-Rod and Judy going to carry you? This is a perfect time to give an update on that game. It just hit halftime. It is a thrilling 6-6 battle between the Commanders and the Dolphins. Chris Rodriguez, leading rusher for the Commanders by far, 49 yards on 10 carries. That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know if we can say. Well, I don't know if we can say anybody in this game is carrying you yet. I don't know if we can say Chris Rodriguez is carrying you right now. We'll see. We'll see what the second half holds here. Let's hope they get it together, both teams.
Offense. Let's hope for some sort of offense, which it happens sometimes. The first half they're filling each other out, and it's second half it opens up. Zach Ertz 3 for 39. The next leading receiver is Chris Moore. Debo's not doing a whole lot. Waddle's not doing a whole lot. Man.
Debo's another guy. Debo's like another guy like DK Metcalf, where like all off season, I'm like, I'm not drafting this guy. This guy's gonna be a bust. And then the first month, I was like, well, I blew that call, and now I'm like, oh wait, maybe I didn't blow that call. Maybe that call is gonna end up being okay. Like these guys, right? They're good for like a few first few weeks, and they have just disappeared. Although there's still a half here. Maybe Debo can like pull out the miracle touchdown or something. I really need Marcus Mariota to have a nice game. Come on, dude.
Well, that one I don't know if I would hold my breath for, but we'll see second half. All right. The answer, Bert, we're just going to go with maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Karen Cooney, this is great to hear, was tailgating at the UM game. Love it. They did dominate, which they should have. All right. Pick 2. Hunt, Algier, Monangai, Walker, or grab somebody.
I'll just go Hunt and can I go? I don't think I can go Monangai over Walker. I'm still gonna go Walker here.
Yeah, if you already have all these running backs, I doubt there's anybody much better on the waiver wire. I mean, there's not really much you can just go like plug and play. So yeah, let's just go with that. All right, and then Lou to Goat. Start Harvey and Ladd or QJ Ladd.
I would go Harvey Ladd.
You could have just said Harvey or QJ, the same thing. And Baker or Dak.
Dak.
Let's help Karen again. This is a different question because she's a UM fan. All questions are free. Pick 2, Flowers, Wandale, or QJ.
Flowers.
2. We need the first 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Flowers and Wandale.
Second flex, Addison, Tez, or Pearsall.
I have Tez and Addison back to back, but I'll take Tez in the Bucks offense.
Yeah, kind of like Tez this week. I might put a pick in on him. Again, this might be a sign that I spend too much time thinking about football, but I'm pretty sure at one point last night I had not been in like a dream, but like a flash of like Tez Johnson scoring 2 touchdowns. So
that might have been from last week because he did that.
Yeah, well, it's just like a highlight that I saw playing in my mind. Yeah. Cordell Woodard, Trey Tucker, or Tyler Lockett.
Nah, give me Trey Tucker. I'm not starting Tyler Lockett.
Or look, there's always DeAndre Hopkins.
No, I mean maybe D Hop catches a touchdown, but that might be his only catch.
Yeah,
no, I'm good.
No,
I'm good with that D Hop.
Choices. It's Tucker. All right, and then let's get to. Ooh, really? Rel, Devin Singletary, or Bam Knight?
Oh man, I mean Bam Knight is playing, but how good can we really feel? But Singletary against the Packers. I mean, Bam Knight gets. I'll just go Bam Knight. He gets better matchup this week. Maybe he scores.
All right, Ginyu Force. JD was dropped. Do I drop one of those guys for him? Purdy, Flacco, Pierce, Mason. Was thinking drop one of them for Chris Rodriguez. Well, too late for that.
I mean, I assume you're going to start Flacco this week, so you can stop. You can drop Purdy.
Yeah, it's like you don't need this many quarterbacks.
Although I don't even know, like in this case, I might not even pick up JD because they're on bye next week. I would just hold Purdy and Flacco. Plus, you probably can't even pick up Jaden Daniels now because the game has already started. He should be locked, technically.
That's a good
they're
point.
on bye next week. I wouldn't even pick up Jaden Daniels right now. I would just stick with Purdy and Flacco.
All right. Stick with what you got. And then, no, okay. All right. Well, let's put this up. Bob's bringing up a good point. Some people worry about the weather in certain games. Bob's saying that Buffalo could be windy. And then some people are saying he's saying 40 degrees.
40 degrees. Come on. I know, look, where I live here in Southern California, they can't do anything in 40 degrees. But come on. Think these football players can't handle 40 degrees?
If you're playing for Buffalo, that's like you better You get cut.
Yeah, I will say maybe the Bucks can't handle 40 degrees. I don't know. But like it says, winds should be close to 20 miles per hour sustained, though likely a hair under that for most of the game. So that's like, okay, under 20 miles per hour. Like, come on. Wind gusts averaging about 35 miles per hour. I'll note winds are higher early game, lower late game. There's still a chance of some rain or snow showers, but I'm currently expecting a dry game. Remember last week we had this with the Bears, and we were like, "Oh, maybe you should play Igbuka over Odunze," and they both ended up being great. Like Odunze was fine. Like, not worried. There's no game. Honestly, there's no game where I'm looking at the weather where I'm really like concerned. I mean, look, if you have a kicker, yeah, maybe. I think I'm maybe a little more worried about the Green Bay New York Giants game because it's saying winds should come in around or even over 20 miles per hour with gusts 30 to 40. Like, but even then, like, okay, maybe it affects like a super deep ball. It certainly affects kicking, but I don't play with kickers, so I don't care.
Yeah, we're going to do our best to not analyze kicking. So there you go. Amaryllis Continue. Addison, Walker, or Harvey. This is standard.
I think in standard, I think you got to go Harvey. Got to go Harvey here.
Yeah, touchdown upside. Yeah, exactly. This one, Cade Klink, Romer Etienne in the flex does not say the format.
I mean, if it's completely non-PPR, I'll go Etienne, but in half or full, I'll go Rome.
And you've got to love Enchanted Fungi. Pearsall or Schultz?
I might just go Schultz here.
Yeah, Schultz has been getting targeted. He's got a great matchup. You don't have to risk it with Pearsall. So, like with a name like that, I think you really need a custom avatar. Like,
yeah, really.
All right, we got the Iceman, Mark Bone. What's up? Okay, we're digging deep. It's Dynasty. Laporta's out. Of course, there's not a lot of options on the waiver wire. Musgrave, maybe he does something this week. Or Jonnu, who does get the Bengals, but we don't know how involved he's going to be compared to Muth. Or he says, but Ingram and other, Ingram. I'd rather take a chance on Jonnu, honestly. Unless you think Musgrave does something.
Yeah, this week I would just take a chance on Jonnu.
It's the problem with Dynasty Leagues. You never get help from the waiver wire, like, at all. All right, what about Todd Palmer? 2, I'm assuming that's Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, and Genty. We have to sit one.
Oh, man. I'm going to sit Genty and hate it. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You say this is better, but you know, if you start Javonte and Dowdle and they're just okay and Genty has like a 3 touchdown game, that feels worse. That feels worse to me than like, okay, well, I have to choose between these 2 bums.
Yeah. This now I feel it now. I'm like, okay, this is kind of painful.
Yeah, this is painful. Like, you should be able to start. See, this is the thing. Like, you shouldn't be punished for having a great team. Put more flexes in your leagues, ladies and gentlemen. Put more flexes in your leagues.
Well, especially in some of these teams that are stacked, like, well, it's an 8-team league or a 10-team league. Then you should be able to put more players. Exactly. Because you have more fantasy relevant players.
Exactly.
Oh, well. All right. Captain Caveman. Half PPR. Sit 1. DeMarcado, Sharps, Pearsall, Dobbs.
Man. This is painful for the other reason.
Exactly.
I'm going to sit Dobbs. But I worry I'm going to regret. But I mean, yeah, how do you choose here?
Yeah, I don't think any of these players will fill you with regrets. Maybe. I mean, Dobbs is good to go at least. He'll get something. I might say Charbonnet because all he can do is possibly score a touchdown. I don't love his matchup. What about O-Dog, Mahomes or Stafford?
Well, yeah. I still have Mahomes higher.
I mean, they're both getting tough matchups. You're correct. But Mahomes runs and Stafford doesn't. Let's see. Also, Worthy, Parker, Watson for the flex.
I'm going to go Watson.
Yeah. All right. Then we got a super chat from TJ, but I don't see a question. We'll look for it. Let's see. Let's keep going here. What about Felix Tab? Needs one. Jennings, Sutton, DJ Moore, Charbonnet.
I have Jennings the highest here, even over Sutton.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, it's one of the first two, definitely not the last two. I'm okay with it. Man, my gut I just generally kind of prefer Sutton, but I know this week this matchup is not better for him, so that's fine for Jennings. I'm looking for that other one. I don't see it yet. Oh, wait a minute, is this it? Maybe I just passed it. Yeah, I think I scrolled too fast. Here it is. TJB. Should I start White or Wandale?
Wandale.
Yeah.
Not Sean Tucker.
Not Wandale. Just avoid worrying about that backfield. Wandale should get a ton of targets. All right, we got Manny, Winston, Mills, or Geno.
I'm going to go Davis Mills against the Titans.
Let's do it. Like maybe next week. Well, you know, it won't matter next week because Jackson Dart's going to be back, right? It's like maybe like Jameis Winston's going to knock the rust off, and then he'll go back to the bench. We got now RX Sean. Have Saquon Jacobs, Ladin, and Buka. Got Warren, Chase Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jennings. Which two? This is another tough one.
I think you got to go Warren and Chase Brown. Who get a spots there for those guys to sit them.
Yeah, even though it's PPR, and Jennings is just okay as a flex. Those guys are really good matchups. SC Brew All-American, welcome back, is in a bind and way behind.
All right.
Needs a running back and a flex. Adams, Harvey, Vidal, White or Jones.
I'm going to go Adams and Aaron Jones.
Yeah, pretty easily there. Copper Flow, Harvey or Addison?
I have Harvey ahead of Addison. I'm going to chase what should be the touches there for Harvey.
Yeah, Addison got targeted a lot last week. Just didn't connect. So Addison is still a decent choice, but you got to like Harvey now. And then Wilson or Shakir for wide receiver. Got to go Shakir.
Yeah, Shakir over Wilson.
Casey Conde. When is that the thing? You know what? The game's not over. You got
exactly.
This is the second time we did put Waddle as a boom, right?
Yes.
The last time we did that, I think I picked him was when they played Cleveland like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But it was a great matchup for him. He had been rolling. It was like he's going to be great. And they flopped. And then this week it was like, okay, come on, it's Washington. It's a great spot for him. Maybe that's what it is, right? Maybe when the Dolphins are not supposed to.
There's still a have to go. Like let's not, pour dirt over Jalen Waddle just yet.
There are certain teams though, and I feel the Dolphins are one, the Falcons are one. They, teams like play to the level of their competition. Well, no, it's the opposite. When they are underdogs, like big underdogs, they're going to dominate. They're going to play their best. And when they play these terrible teams, they're just going to look even more terrible. Like you're going to beat the Buffalo Bills, but then we're going to have a really tough one with the Commanders,
True.
All right, Marenda Natera, welcome back. Is Evans droppable if you need a defense?
Well, I mean, probably, but you have Flacco and Caleb. Like, can you just drop a QB? But I don't know. Yeah, Evans probably droppable, I guess. I'm gonna go Flacco over Caleb.
And then wide receiver and a flex. We got T-Mac, Jennings, White, Marks, Parker.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jennings and Marks. Nah, I doubt there's anybody on the waivers better than those guys.
No, Marks is in a really good spot. Definitely like him at the flex. Jennings is fine. He's fine. All right, you want another one of those aggravating tough decisions?
Sure.
Bring it on. Mike Baird, Chase Brown, or Rico Dowdle?
Yeah, I know we said Chase Brown a boom, but I mean that's because how many can we can't put Rico Dowdle on the booms video every week. I'm going Rico over Chase Brown.
All right, Rico it is. How about that same thing for quarterback? Hierro Loco, Hurts or Herbert?
I'm still playing Hurts here.
Yeah. All right, we got Anthony, not our Anthony, just Anthony. Top of the morning. Would you bench out of this group? London, Wandale, Higgins, or Odunze? Thank you. Appreciate you.
I think you got to bench Wandale here.
London is pretty close to a must start. Higgins this week. I don't know. Wandale obviously is going to get a million targets. What is he going to do with him, right? Against Green Bay. You think Odunze? I thought you weren't loving Odunze this week.
I mean, I'm not loving Come on, Wandale Robinson, though.
You're not loving
start Wandale over Odunze? No, I'm not doing that.
All right. There you go, Anthony. All right. I have to put up. Now, this is what I'm talking about. You put the avatar that fits the name Bear Jedi. Do you think all my running backs are starts? Rico, Jacobs, and Achane.
Yes. I think they're all starts.
Dion, what's up? Oh, just don't forget to like and subscribe. I agree. Ashley needs 2 in half. Tet, Parker, Shakir, Tez.
I think Shakir has to be 1, and I'm going to go Tez number 2.
Yep. There you go, Ashley. And then we got Aaron Hudson. Update on Adams. Well, the update is he's good to go. He's playing, right? No restrictions or anything.
That's what Sean McVay said.
And he's not one of these coaches that like plays mind games or anything. Got Swift. I could play him instead. I got to go Adams over Swift, right?
Yeah, Adams over Swift. And then you say Swift or Ladd. If he plays, I would go Ladd in full PPR.
Yep. Gregory Goff. Got CD and JSN. That's why you're 8-2. Now, what about Henry or Aaron Jones?
Debo just scored. So see, like that quick, it can change, right? That quick, it can change. Like, Jalen Waddle a bust. Debo did nothing in the first half, and now he has a touchdown. All of a sudden, if you started Debo, you're feeling good. It changes that fast. Like it's like Waddle may bust, but let's not say he's a bust already. This is why on Draft Lane, by the way, we implemented the swap feature for people who panic early in the game.
Probably does more harm than good, right?
Yeah, I wonder how many people have used it. All right, CD and JSN, that's good. Yeah, no wonder you're 8-2. Henry, Aaron Jones. I have Aaron Jones higher this week.
Yep, this week. Kilo.
By the way, Chris Rodriguez up to 77 yards on just 13 carries, looking good.
Yeah,
very good.
Not just getting almost all the carries, but yeah, he's been effective. He was pretty effective last week too. I mean, it is the Dolphins, but still. All right, Kilo 6277 needs a wide receiver 2, 12-team full PPR. Got Dobbs, Jacoby, DJ Moore.
I actually have Jacoby Myers the highest here, although I could make a case for Dobbs. I feel like Jacoby should get more involved this. I feel like Jacoby should get more involved this week.
Yeah, I don't feel like a big Dobbs week. He's kind of just a floor play with BTJ now officially out. Not that we were not worried about him playing. You figured Jacoby is going to get a little bit more attention, right? This week, involve him more.
Yep.
Rise above anything, as always. Good morning, Judkins, Rachaad White, or Vidal.
I have Vidal highest out of this group.
Yeah, out of this group, go Vidal. All right. Interesting. Sparky NFL. Cade Otton or Isaiah Likely?
Otton.
Yeah. Isaiah Likely is not a thing. Not a thing. Nathan Young. Henry Swift, Lamb Rice. So needs a flex between RJ Hunt, JMO, Washington.
Man. I do like Jameson, but I'm gonna take Harvey with those what should be the touches in that game there. I'm gonna go Harvey.
Yeah, it is PPR again. You can roll the dice on JMO for a big game, or you can take Harvey. Should be very solid. Let's help Rachel Butaro. She's always on here. Ted McMillan, DK, Franklin, JMO, Woody Marks, the wide receiver and the flex.
I've got Franklin the highest at wide receiver. Woody Marks at flex.
Yeah, definitely like Woody Marks here. All right, Gavin Hildreth. All right, Gavin's question: must win this week. All right, one wide receiver, a tight end, and a flex. Dobbs, Watson, Shaheed, Andrews, Fannin, Loveland, DeMarcado, Spears.
One wide receiver, one tight end, one flex. I'm going to go Watson at wide receiver. I'm going to go Fannin at tight end. Did I just play both Packers wide receivers? I mean, I do like DeMarcado, but I'd like him better if Bam Knight was out.
Right. I mean, that's fine. It's not like you're feeling a ton of upside from any of these players, so at least you can get with.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good spot. It is a good spot for the Packers offense this week against that Giants defense.
Now, again, don't say. I guess we will assume it's some sort of PPR. All right.
By the way, first play for the Dolphins of the second half, a 30-yard pass to Jalen Waddle. Let's relax, people.
But it's fun to panic.
Look, I do it too. Right? It's like I do it too.
All right.
Much as I try to tell myself, like
he's a bust. Cut him mid game. No.
Like why did we say to start this guy? What were we thinking? And then he ends up with 18 fantasy points. It's like, oh, okay, it's fine.
I'm hoping more than that. I was big on Tua too. All right, Meggie Blue 2, pick 2. Franklin, Tez, Ferguson, Worthy, Hunt. It is PPR.
Franklin's my first one. Tez is my second.
I think I gotta go with Tez now. I had the premonition, or actually, it was more of a flashback. Yeah, Tez and Franklin. Welcome back, Myresh Deodar. How have you been? Walker or Shaheed in half? Which Hawk?
I think in half PPR, you got to go Walker. At least I know Walker is going to get, 15-ish, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish touches. Like, how involved is Shaheed even going to be? Although I did say, they might, I don't know if it happened, but they might put Torrey Horton on IR, season-ending IR. So remember that 2-touchdown game and then peace out, everybody. That's what Torrey Horton said.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing that they got Shaheed, but yeah, you can't feel great about his involvement necessarily. So let's go Walker. Which tight end that used to be really, really good do you feel better about the situation? Kelsey or Hawk?
I'm not playing Hawk. Kelsey.
Dion, would you roll out Rodgers or Brissett over Darnold?
No.
Bob wants to know which tight end is going to score for Pittsburgh. Well, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? I mean, do you think it's Muth, or are we going to have the wool pulled from under us again?
I mean, it could be any of them, right? It could be any of them, but Muth is the one I'm going to take the chance on. Like, he's the one he's had the better games lately. He gets more of the targets. Like, he's only really out there to catch passes. Like, Jonnu Smith is pretty much only out there to catch passes too, but Darnell Washington can block. So yeah, he might catch some passes, but he's also out there to block. If I'm going to pick one, it's going to be Muth.
Right. It's like, sure, it could be Jonnu Smith, but again, you can't outsmart yourself thinking, well, instead of the guy who did it last time, let's go with the guy who could do it instead this time. Like, it's got to go Muth. What's on anime? Good question. Brown and Jefferson over Tez.
Please do that.
Bills defense over Bears and Titans.
I think I would go the Bears. Not starting the Titans defense. I don't even care who they're like. Unless the Titans are playing their own offense in scrimmage, I'm probably not starting the Titans off defense.
Yeah, exactly. They can play themselves, maybe. Yeah, go the Bears. Better matchup. Chance for turnovers for sure. Okay, let's now do. We did that one. Ron Britt. Goff or Rodgers?
Goff.
Carter Parsons, Vidal or Chase Brown?
Chase Brown. Better spot for Chase Brown this week.
Yeah. Chill Daddy. Trey Tucker or Juwan Jennings?
I'm going Juwan Jennings here.
And then, yeah, Jennings here. Juice. So some people are asking, like, because someone early in the chat was like, why are you worried about Pearsall? Like, what's risky about it?
I don't know. He's coming off a major knee injury that kept him out for like 6 games. We don't know how close to 100% he is. I mean, like, I'm not completely out on Pearsall this week, but there's certainly risk. Like, what if he's only out there for like half the snaps this week?
All right, actually, here it is. I found it again. Cameron wants to know Pearsall or Tez Johnson.
Yeah, I just feel better. Like, Tez Johnson, like, okay, they're both risky flex type of guys here, but we've seen Tez Johnson be involved. He's got touchdown upside. It's a good matchup for Tez Johnson against his Bills defense, the way they play defense. Just feel better about Tez.
Yeah. Again, this is a guy who's been injured for a while, and we weren't even sure. I was surprised he even was activated. It is risky. You can't think not just, well, okay, he could get re-injured. Yeah, I'm not assuming that happens, but we saw when Kittle came back from his injury, he didn't do a whole lot, right? Pearsall he's not Justin Jefferson. He's not Jamar Chase, right? Like, they have other options. They have Kittle. They have CMC. He may get just a couple of targets, right? So there's a lot of various types of risks here.
All right, Dolphins going for it. 4th and goal at the 2. Let's hit Waddle for a touchdown, or let's throw an incomplete pass to Waddle. Dang it.
Is that what happened?
Yep.
At the 2-yard line. He couldn't score. Let's go Dolphins. Halal Sob. Sharbs or Sean Tucker?
I'll just go Charbonnet. And we found out the reason Keon Coleman was scratched. He missed a team meeting Friday morning.
Figured doghouse situation. But then why you have to say the thing, like, oh, there's some things he needs to address and whatever. Like, just say.
Well, that's not what I don't think that's not what the coaches said. That's what the insider sources said, which sometimes I don't even know if they have sources. I think they just tweet stuff out.
They just make it up. Oh, man. All right. Sharbs or Tucker? I think in this case, we'll just go Sharbs, right?
Yeah, Sharbs.
Ooh, this could be maybe Michael Payne, RJ Harvey or Kyron Williams.
No, I'm going Kyron Williams still.
Yeah, like I could see it because we don't love Kyron this week. It's a tough matchup, and Harvey, but Harvey also has a tough matchup, so you can't put him over Kyron just yet. All right, then Chico for 10, Woody, Washington, or Flowers?
Flowers.
Yeah, and PPR, the Flowers. I really like Woody, but I think Flowers just a little bit more upside here. Lisa Swan. Pick one. She says, oh, it's her revenge game. All right. Let's see. Fannin, Goddard, Muth, or Jonnu?
I'm going to go Goddard.
Yeah, between the Steelers, as we said, I mean, it just makes sense to go Muth instead of Jonnu.
Oh, man, so I'm watching the – go ahead.
What happened?
Oh, shoot. No, I'm watching the replay of the – Tua so late on that throw. He had Waddle on linebacker, Bobby Wagner open. By the time he throws it, Bobby Wagner recovers and makes the pass break. Plus, the throw is a little short. Oh, right there, throw it. Every time I watch it, I'm like yelling, throw it. Oh well. Still time for Waddle to boom.
Well, it's like he's not doing badly, but it's not great, right? He's inefficient.
Look, give Jalen Waddle a catch for 10 yards with a touchdown, and he's suddenly at like 17 PPR points, and you're feeling fine. Still plenty of time.
Okay, this one, again, you're doing Goddard. I think Goddard is fine there. Pretty good matchup. O-Dog. Kupp or Ott?
No, okay, look. I know it's like, hey, he's back in LA, right? Revenge game. No, I'm just gonna go. Give me Ott. Yeah,
Otten's getting a pretty good target share. Kupp, I still can't find a really compelling reason to start Kupp. And then we got Quincy Jones. Welcome back, Quincy. Start 3. Etienne, Vidal, White, Swift, Judkins. He says some things to note. Browns game, bad weather, and also Bucks, Bills. So worried about that. These are running backs. Should affect them less.
Yeah, these are running backs. Weather not nearly as important. Plus, like, it's just wind. Not that wind isn't a thing, but unless it's like super windy, I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, I'm going to go. Etienne's going to be my – actually, I think Swift's my number 1. Etienne's my number 2. Vidal's my number 3.
All right. Jose Correjo. You're still watching it? You're still watching it?
Yeah, and it's like his first read is over to the left because you got – Waddle was lined up in the slot to the right, and he's coming underneath. His first read is over to the left. He doesn't see it, and he comes right back to Waddle, and Bobby Wagner's trying to recover, and he's like sees him, but he like hesitates. He like hesitates and then throws it. And it's like, a little hesitation gave him time. Anyways.
Now you know what it's like being a Dolphin fan. Jose's 3-7. We need to win. Do I trade Bijan, Darnold, Olave for Ibuka, Jacobs, and Baker?
Wow, this is a monster trade. I
think.
Well, I mean,
Darnold,
I assume you have a different QB. Like, you don't list your QB here, but I assume you have a better QB than Darnold if you're trading Darnold. So this is basically Bijan and what's that?
He says he's getting Baker.
Oh, he's getting Baker. I missed that. I mean, I got to prefer Bijan to Ibuka, but I got to prefer Jacobs to Olave. I mean, I don't know. I guess this is okay. I don't know if this necessarily helps you, but I don't know if it hurts you. So I guess it's fine. Hey, sometimes you got to just mix things up, right? You're 3-7. You got to do something. So I don't know if this trade necessarily helps, but I also don't think it hurts.
Well, I mean, I think like I mean, it's like a slight. I know what you're saying, right? Jacobs to Bijan's like slight downgrade. Like Buka to Olave, slight upgrade. Baker Darnold is pretty comparable. So yeah, I mean, it's. I think I would just say you get maybe slightly more upside, weekly upside with Baker as opposed to Darnold, right? And Igbuka as opposed to Olave. So I mean, like it's fine. Do it to switch it up.
Exactly.
Ashley is a little worried now. We said Tez. Does having Igbuka mean that it's not Tez? I don't think so.
I mean, what if you played Igbuka and Tez last week? How you feeling?
Yeah. So no,
pretty good
with that. You can't have too many Texans. Bucks is a little different. I think it's good to have Bucks. G-Mac offered McBride for Flowers and Otton. I have London, Jaquan, and Tez.
I don't think I like this deal. I don't think Flowers and Otton is enough for McBride.
Yeah, I mean, like Otton has been good, but again, at some point, maybe next week Godwin comes back. It's possible, I guess. And then Evans will come back at some point too, right? So
hopefully, let's hope.
Hopefully. Just saying, like in the fantasy playoffs, Otton might not be so great. Flowers, yeah, try to get Flowers because you're not deep at receiver. I see that, but yeah, I don't think this is enough. Ryan Falkenberg wants to know Dak or Lamar?
Lamar.
It is Lamar. And then we already had that one. Juice wants to know Etienne or Judkins?
I have Etienne higher this week.
Yeah, not feeling Judkins too much. All right, let's see. This is not silly. Phil Martin says it's a silly super flex decision. Penix, Adams, or Chase Brown, and it's 6-point pass TD.
I don't even know if that helped. In my super flex league, it's 6-point passing touchdowns, and I've had Penix all year. He's had like 3 good games, even in 6-point passing touchdown league. Oh,
I mean, usually, I said it yesterday, right? We talked about this specifically yesterday. You remember we talked about this a while. Generally, 9 times out of 10, you want the quarterback, unless you feel really bad about the quarterback or you feel really good about the other flex options. I think I feel bad enough about this quarterback and good enough about your options where I'm not doing Penix. Agree. So
yeah, I think I just go
Chase Brown.
It's PPR. I just go Adams here.
Yeah.
I mean, Adams could get as many touchdowns, could get more touchdowns than Michael Penix even throws for.
That is true. All right. And believe it or not, we got another very similar Superflex dilemma, and it's not easier. I don't think. Seawolf, Bo Nix or George Pickens?
Oh, man. I mean, I think I just like Pickens enough this week, and I'm down on Nix enough this week to just go Pickens.
I agree. I think so. I mean, look, how good has Nix been, period? And then now against the Chiefs, he just can't feel great. All right, do the Dak stack. You got it. Bernardo Martinez, for some reason, can only flex one between Rice, Chase Brown, and Harvey. No, it's not Harvey.
Yeah, you got to sit Harvey here.
So Rice or Brown?
I thought we were sitting one. Oh, we're just flexing one?
Yeah, just as flex.
I don't know. If it's PPR, I just have a hard time sitting Rice. I know it's the Broncos, but there's no Pat Surtain. Like, I think Rice should be fine. I'm going Rice.
Yeah, well, if this is PPR, then yeah, we go Rice here. I mean, maybe if it's non, you go Chase Brown. All right. Let's see. Actually, I know what we got to do next. Got to pay the bills. Commercial time. we get no money for doing this, but we do want you to try Underdog if you haven't already. Again, a lot of people don't know. You haven't tried it. good way to win some money while having even more skin in the game while you're watching football on Sunday, because you can get your picks in right now. And if you haven't tried Underdog yet, well, you get a gimme. It's Gibbs getting a yard. Use code ENDGAME when you sign up, and you get that free pick plus up to $1,000 of bonus cash in your account, plus another $100 of bonus cash as soon as you play $5 towards anything. And I'll tell you, I have a confession to make. I've been making some pick'ems while we're on the stream here. I'm multitasking. So like, because we see these, right? And I'm like, oh man, I want that one. I got to get that guy. So I'm trying to add even more. But I don't get this extra $100. You guys get this if you haven't tried it yet. If you haven't tried Underdog, use code ENDGAME in the promo code section. You sign up, you get the free pick, you get some free cash, you get another $100 of extra cash. You play $5 towards anything. And keep in mind, this doesn't have to just be NFL. You can be any sport. They have every sport. NBA season, NHL season going on. There's some sort of a tennis promo that they're doing. So they're also, by the way, it's why I also want to make sure I got my picks in, because I saw in my lobby when you go to pick'ems, and guys, you already on Underdog. You already have this. You're like, okay, I already have an account. Go check the lobby right now. There, I have a 50% profit boost that has half a day left, and a 60% profit boost. Like just click it and you will win extra money. So try this if you haven't yet. And if you get to sign up for Underdog, of course, do it now so you can get advantage of all those things. And then we're also going to show you the Draft Lane app. So we're going to get to some of those questions here in a second, but let's see. Get the app up. There it is. All right. So we have an app called Draft Lane. You all already know this if you've been on here before. If you haven't been on here before, if you've never heard of Draft Lane, it is a free download from the App Store or the Play Store. Use code ENDGAME here and you get 10 free points to ask your questions like these people have asked their questions. So I'm going to do one of these here real quick. Now, as we saw earlier, if you have a Yahoo or a Sleeper League, we can see your roster. It syncs up. But if not, you can just ask a question. Oh, it disappeared. There
it is. There we
got it back. All right, here's the question. Choose one. Woody Marks, DeAndre Swift, or Devonta Smith full?
Oh, I have Devonta Smith the highest out of this group.
This is so tough because Woody Marks is one of those players, like, I want him in there, but I can't put him like you can't put him above stud players. So I'm just going to have to say really like Marks this week, but Smith is the option. I don't know. The best option. I like the best option.
Yeah.
In PPR. Because again, it's not like guaranteed that Woody Marks, the running back for the Texans, is going to smash. He's a good. But what about London Risky? Nah, he was an illness, right?
Yeah, he's active, so I'm not too worried about it. He got sick from the German food, apparently. I don't know. He got some kind of sickness in Berlin.
I guess that could happen. He's my flex, but Marks, Addison, Judkins, Flowers, McMillan on the bench.
If London is your flex, you should be feeling pretty good.
Yeah. Flowers, Flowers in a great spot, but can't put him over London.
Uh-oh, Marcus Mariota got hurt.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's in the blue tent, but the Dolphins have the ball right now, so we'll see if he comes back out.
All right, let's do one more. And I only do this, we usually show you one or two, but these questions need to get answered before the game start, and we have a little time.
Yeah.
Standard. Who to start? Hurts or Herbert?
Hurts.
Whoops. I'm typing too fast. Goddard or Andrews? It's gotta be Goddard, right?
Yeah, Goddard.
Flex, Aaron Jones, Devonta Smith, or AJB?
Wow.
Oh. Well, we have a lot of Eagles in there.
I actually have Aaron Jones highest out of this group, but man, I like all these guys. Dang.
Well, actually, I just noticed it's standard. Go Aaron Jones anyways, right?
Oh, standard, then definitely Aaron Jones. Yeah.
Got an Eagles fan in the house. Okay. And one more. Let's see.
This is that weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just try to figure it out. Okay, 12-teamer wide receiver. Got Odunze. Is that TH? Is that Travion Henderson?
No, because it's wide receiver, so I'm going to assume T. Higgins, Alec Pierce,
T. Higgins.
Debo.
Okay, you're right. So wide receiver, Alex Pierce, Debo, and
Stafford.
I am 4 and 6. Next 4 is easier. Okay. Do I pick up Garrett Wilson?
Don't pick up Garrett Wilson. Don't pick up Garrett Wilson.
No need to pick up Wilson. He may not.
He might be out for the season. His season might be over.
You can stash Burrow if you don't drop anyone you need. Now, what else are we doing here?
I don't know.
All right. I think those are my questions.
Yeah.
All right. Back to your questions on this stream. Got plenty left, like Wayne. The inquiries are below.
All right.
What's up, Wayne? Ended up trading Pickens for Hendy and Dobbs. Well, that doesn't look too bad now.
Yeah, it looks pretty good now. I mean, yeah.
Receivers were weak already. Well, BTJ, Harrison. Oh, who are you even starting at receiver?
Wow. Yeah. So Myers and Tez this week? Well, at least you got Hendy.
Hopefully you started him this week. They don't need a receiver. Also, I have Bowers. I know he's risky. Okay, so Tez or Myers. Okay, thankfully it looks like he only has to start one of those guys.
I like Tez better this week.
Flacco or Stafford?
I like Flacco better. I mean, Stafford maybe a little safer, but Flacco just in such a better matchup.
All right, there you go, Wayne. Thank you. And good reminder, Mile High Minute letting us know has been subscribed for 3 years. Wow.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right. Let's get to Aaron K. How's it going? Pick 2. Tucker, Harvey, Vidal, DeMarcado.
I'm going to go Vidal and Harvey.
And pick 1 between Trey Tucker, Tez, or Sutton.
I still have Sutton the highest here. I can't bench Sutton for these guys.
I'm tempted by Tez.
Yeah, I mean, I am a little tempted by Tez, but
I might do it. Need 1. I'll just say this comes down to what you need, right? Upside and whatever. So you can do that.
Well, he says he needs 1 flex. I mean, I would. So, I mean, look.
Yeah.
So I would go Harvey, Vidal, Sutton, Tez is your flex, and I would play Fannin at tight end.
Yeah, you do need a flex from all of those choices. I don't really want to flex one of those running backs, so that's fine. And then Fannin, Theo Johnson. What did you say? Did you say Fannin?
Yeah.
All right. Here's Juice. Pearsall or Tet?
I don't love Tet, but I still might go Tet here.
I would just take a chance on Pearsall, I think.
All right.
I don't really love either of these guys. I don't know. Christian Medrano wants to know Tez or Shakir.
Shakir.
Yeah, I got Shakir here. Oh, Bob. Tua for MVP of the other team that he's playing. He hasn't been that bad. It just hasn't been that good. Devin Davidson. Pick 2. Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, RJ Harvey, Woody Marks.
I've got Chase Brown and Henry as my top two. I mean, I can't say Woody Marks is safer than Derrick Henry. Chase Brown, Woody Marks.
Yeah, hate to bench the king, but I like Woody Marks.
I mean, no, sorry, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry. No, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry is my picks.
I don't know. I might go Woody Marks over Derrick Henry. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too crazy with the Marks thing. Too much?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm looking. I'm still doing it. I'm still looking on Underdog right now because he's a dual threat kind of guy, right? He's not going to rush for a ton of yards necessarily, but he'll catch the ball. 78.5 rushing and receiving yards. That seems pretty doable, doesn't it?
Maybe.
All right. No, he's like, no. Judkins or Woody Marks?
There are definitely Woody Marks.
All right. Well, there you go. We'll split the difference. Paul Venditti. No, I don't remember doing your question. Genty, Warren, Judkins, Kyron, pick two.
I'm going to go Genty and Warren.
And Flacco or Darnold?
I'm going to go Flacco.
Yep. And we did this, right? Christian Medrano, Tez, or Shakir?
Yeah, Shakir.
All right. How about Antonio Solis, Darnold, or Goff?
This one I actually have to look. I have Goff's literally one spot ahead of Darnold.
Yeah, Goff. I don't love Goff this week, but he has more upside, more potential to have that big game, right? Darnold's safe. Meet the Lodges. Tez or Michael Wilson?
I like Tez this week.
Jeff. Well, it doesn't matter here. Caleb or Baker?
I have Caleb slightly ahead of Baker.
Ooh, I can't do that. I got to go Baker. Like, I know it's a tough game, but don't you think they're going to have to pass the ball quite a bit against Buffalo? I was surprised. I will tell you because I just did it. Baker Mayfield, his line here, low is, where is it? 207.5 passing yards. Come on, it's Baker Mayfield. He can do better than that.
Well, I think he can do better than that, but I do worry that Bill's defense has looked better lately. It's on the road in Buffalo. I mean, Baker's been pretty. I mean, Caleb's been pretty solid. I don't know. Like I said, I have Caleb one spot ahead of Baker. So,
right. So this could go either way. Shakir or Addison?
Shakir.
Oh, Shakir here. Okay. Well, we did that one. Let's see. Corn 456. Walker or Tucker? Sean Tucker.
I'll just go Walker.
Or Algier. Let's go Walker.
Walker.
And then Franklin or T-Mac.
I have Franklin higher than T-Mac this week.
Yeah, definitely not feeling McMillan, that's for sure. Steven Vidkow, good question. With Kincaid and Coleman out, Shakir over Zay Flowers or no?
No, I don't. Is this a big bump to Shakir? That, I mean, Kincaid maybe a bump, but Coleman, nah. I'm starting Zay still.
Right. I mean, it makes you feel like, I don't think it raises the ceiling for Shakir like significantly. It just makes you probably feel more secure about him, right? Like,
yeah,
very solid. Like the floor has been raised. Antonio
Ollie Gordon touchdown to Vulture Devon Achane.
Who did? Gordon?
Ollie Gordon.
Nice. Not really. I think we already did this, Antonio, but he super chatted. Goff or Darnold? We said barely Goff.
Yeah.
Ender 123 already has been Travion, so projected to lose. Start two: Jennings, Wandale, JMO.
I'm gonna go Wandale and Jennings, and then Woody over Judkins. Gonna be my picks.
Yeah, Woody over Judkins. Gotta get Woody in there. All right. Here, Needle Ninja James. Judkins or Chase Brown?
Chase Brown.
Rush 24 fit, Lamar Jackson or Stafford?
Lamar.
Elijah Salinas, good morning. Okay. We sold him on Ted over Horton for the random Horton one 2 weeks ago. Okay. And then last week, Ted over Tez.
Really? We didn't say Ted over Tez last week. We probably said, we almost certainly said Ted over Horton 2 weeks ago when he had 2 touchdowns, but I liked Tez last week and I did not like Ted. I'm surprised that we said Tez over Ted. You sure you didn't mishear us? We said Tez and you thought we said Ted?
Well,
because I did. I liked Tez last week. Maybe it said Ted. I don't know.
Well,
I would go Tez this week. I would go Tez. No, Tez.
All right, Tez Johnson of the Bucks. Let's go Tez this week.
Tez Johnson, not Tet. Tez Johnson.
Well, Elijah, sorry if that's the case. We can't be too mad because he did super chat, so we appreciate you. Thanks for being on here. Kevin S. Sutton or Dobbs?
I'm still going Sutton here.
Yeah, over Dobbs. Exactly. James Parker starting DK and Sutton. Judkins in the flex. Switch out anyone for Tez Parker or Michael Wilson.
I kind of want to put Tez in over DK. Screw it.
I think it's fine. I was going to say, I don't love any of those guys who are in the lineup, so you can always go for some more upside. All right. So it is done. We're going to put Tez, Sid DK. Kevin S. says, but actually needs 2 between Harvey, Sutton, Dobbs.
All right, I'm going to go Harvey and Sutton.
Okay. Let's do WC13. Harvey or Warren? Jaylen Warren.
I can't bench Jaylen Warren against the Bengals.
Yeah. Jaylen Warren is the start. Jason Quinones, welcome back, Jason. Which QB, McCarthy, Purdy, or Darnold?
I'm going to go Darnold.
And in non-PPR, pick 1 flex, Vidal, AJB, DeMarcado, Wilson, or Wandale.
Oh, man. I really want to say AJB here. I know he's super risky, especially in non-PPR. Vidal, your safer bet. Man, I feel like this is going to be I really feel like I'm going to look back and be like, why didn't I put AJB on the booms? But in non-PPR, Vidal probably safer if you don't want to risk, because AJB could do nothing even with all this stuff going on. So I guess Vidal, but I really want to take a chance on AJB.
You know what? I don't love AJB this week, but with this group, I think I'm fine. I know it's non. That's the only reason it's even tough, right? In PPR, it would definitely be AJB. I see why this is a dilemma. I'm okay taking a chance on AJB, I think, this week in this group. I think it's fine. Don't feel a big Vidal week. So let's just say that, Jason. You want the pretty sure points, you get Vidal. You want to go for the boom week, you can go AJB. All right, let's help an old man out. It's Old Man Dan.
All right.
Jennings or McMillan?
I'm going to go Jennings.
Yeah, as we keep saying, don't really feel it for Ted this week. Money Mitch is in the house now. Interesting. Drop Muth for Kincaid. Is Kincaid a guy worth dashing?
I don't know. Look, if you're not starting Muth this week, I guess, sure, you could do that if you're not starting Muth. But, Kincaid is dealing with a hamstring strain, so We don't even know when he's going to be back. And then you always have to worry about the whole like, okay, he's, he practiced kind of, he's questionable, and then he plays like 10 snaps. You still have to worry about that stuff. So,
yeah.
But, I mean, if you're not starting Muth this week, are you really ever going to start Muth again? Like he doesn't get to play the Bengals anymore.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, why? If he's like your backup tight end that you're just stashing, then sure, stash the other guy instead. But Kincaid, it sounds pretty likely he's going to miss more than 1 week. And then, like you said, what happened the last time he came back? Remember, you were too high on him. He didn't get enough snaps. Let's not relive that. Okay. Mile High Minute, who's been subscribed for 3 years. Higgins or Ladd?
Oh man, you gotta sit one of these guys. I have Higgins higher than Ladd.
Yeah, we did pick Higgins as a boom just because tremendous matchup. He was great last time against them. Never anything wrong with starting Ladd, but I think this week you got to go Higgins. All right, then we got Jaden God, Otten, Ferguson, or Andrews. I guess only because you have Lamar Jackson at QB. That's not enough of a reason.
No, not enough of a reason. I still like Ferguson the best here.
Yeah, again, it's really close. I like Otten as well this week, but I guess Ferguson does have that better matchup, a little better. So let's go Ferg. We got Zach Kesey. Flex, either Tez McMillan, Ted, or possibly Fannin.
Nah, let's go Tez.
Well, we've already been saying Tez over Ted, and then I don't think Fannin is making the cut here. So Tez it is. He says, nice save with Kittle last week. All right, well, yeah, he came through, that's for sure. Be interesting to see how that San Francisco offense looks now. They got all these pieces back, right? How does this affect the target distribution? That's why part of the reason is I don't expect Pearsall to get that much action coming off of injury. Kittle is healthy in there. He's been good. Jennings is apparently healthy now all of a sudden. So, yeah, just a lot.
Dang, Mariota just ran for 43 yards.
Wow, but not a score.
No, he doesn't have that kind of juice anymore.
So that
got
game is fourth quarter?
warning track speed. What's that?
Is it the fourth quarter?
Yeah, fourth quarter. 13-all. Hey, we could have a good fourth quarter here. Tie game. Both teams kind of like have come alive a little bit in the second half, I guess. Could have a good fourth quarter here.
Yeah, let's see the Dolphins do something. Waddle still a little disappointing.
Yep.
Fantastic. Pick four. Henry, Jones, White, Vidal, Etienne, Warren.
Warren's got to be 1. Jones got to be 2. I think Etienne and Henry are 3 and 4 for me. So Warren, Jones, Etienne, Henry.
All right, that was quick. Gabriel Sosa. Good morning. Goff or Rodgers?
Goff.
You're exactly right, Gabriel. He's like, Rodgers projected more. Forget about the projections. He would have to throw for multiple touchdowns again. He just doesn't get the yardage. Let's go Goff for upside. 95. You're always way too nice. Thank you, 95. Appreciate you. Thanks for being an amazing viewer and subscriber. 14 team, full PPR, Flacco, Knicks, Goff.
Flacco.
Judkins, Woody Marks.
Marks.
It is Woody Marks. All right, and then there's more. The other league here in half needs 2 flexes between White, Judkins, Ridley, Pearsall, Hunt.
I'm going to go Judkins. Oh, man. Do I just go Hunt? Do I take a chance on Pearsall? Have PPR? I don't know. I might just take a chance on. I might go Judkins Pearsall here. Take a chance on Pearsall. I mean, Hunt has touchdown upside, but that's about all he has.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we're getting here. Don't love Judkins this week. Like Ridley is just not a choice, right? No Ridley. White's barely done anything. I think Judkins still makes the cut here. So again, you want to try to get a touchdown from Hunt or hope Pearsall does something.
All right, third and goal at the 1.
At the 1 yard line? Okay.
Yeah.
Better be a C-Rod plunge.
I know, or something. It better not be Bill. I mean, I know everybody who has Bill would be like on their knees thanking the fantasy gods, but I'm playing against Bill in like a must-win matchup. It'll be very frustrating. This guy gets a touchdown doing nothing all day.
Let's see. It's a timeout. Okay.
Yeah. Because it was Bill at the 4. It was Bill at the 5. He got a yard. Then it was McNichols. He got 3. Like, come on, you're at the 1. Just give it to Rodriguez. Or I'd be okay with Mariota sneaking it because I have Mariota in that same matchup. So,
you're starting Mariota?
It's a 14-team super flex.
Super flex. All right. I hope so.
We drafted Joe Burrow, Michael Penix, and Cam Ward. We are now rolling with Joe Flacco and Marcus Mariota, who have been better than Michael Penix and Cam Ward. Honestly.
Yeah, no, really. I don't know what's going on with Penix. Just done nothing. Michael, speaking of Penix, Michael Cazares, start London or play it safe with Odunze?
Is Odunze safe? Is that where we're at? Like, because I remember 2 weeks ago he got a 0. He got you 0. I don't know if I would call Odunze safe. I'm going London.
Yeah, you got to go London here. Front Street Mopars. Needs a tight end and 2 flexes. So first, it's either Goddard or Gadsden.
Gadsden.
And then Lamtez, Sharps, Marks, Monty Golden, Manungai. 2. Or I guess
Lamb is a flex. I'm gonna go Lamb and Marks. How is Lamb a flex? Lamb and Marks.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Lamb is a flex, but yeah, you want to start that guy because you got Puka and JSN. Is Puka, JSN, and Lamb? Wow. All right. Well, congrats on your win. We got Brian Childers, Gadsden, Michael Wilson, or Tez.
I think I just go Tez here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that the opponent has Herbert. That's not a factor. Gabriel now needs a flex between Woody Marks, Parker Washington, Kelsey, or Tez.
I'll go Woody Marks in half PPR. Rodriguez just got stuffed at the goal line, so it's 4th and goal.
Are they going to kick a field goal from the 1 yard line? They can't do that.
Commanders don't do that. Commanders. Dan Quinn isn't scared. Dan Quinn isn't freaking Mike Tomlin.
I feel like this should be a rule. Like it should actually be in the rule book that if you're on the 1 yard line of the opponent, you are not allowed to kick a field goal. That shouldn't be legal.
Well, not only that, I mean, you're 3-7. Like, what's even the point of kicking a field goal there?
Exactly. 3-7. Exactly. And another timeout. So we'll see.
Yeah, another timeout.
Okay, so this one needs a flex. I'm going Woody Marks here. Gotta go Woody.
Yeah.
Money Mitch. Okay. Rest of the season. Apparently you don't need him this week. You dropping Walker for Tez?
No, man. I don't think so. If you don't need Tez, I mean, look, what if Godwin comes back next week? And then what if Evans comes back in a couple weeks? I don't know. I don't think I'm doing this if you don't need Tez.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, you're probably, hopefully, not starting Tez like on a weekly basis. You know, Walker, as aggravating as he is, and much as you don't want to start him, and I don't want to start him either, but what if Charbonnet gets hurt? Then you want Kenneth Walker, right? So
yeah,
that's too valuable.
Oh, and then an incomplete pass to Zach Ertz. So both my sneaky starts have a chance to score, and neither do.
13-13. And now Miami's probably not going to score because they're at their own 2-yard line. Fun. This is at Larry 70. Charge?
Like the Chargers defense or Trey Tucker? Is this what I don't what is charge?
Oh, Charbonnet or Trey Tucker.
I'll just take a chance on Charbonnet. I know Trey Tucker gets Cowboys, but the Cowboys defense is going to be I think it's going to be a lot better this week than people think. Not only did they get the guys they traded for, but they're getting a couple of their injured players back. Defensive front there, so I mean Trey Tucker's okay, but I'll take a chance on Charbonnet scoring.
Yeah, and they did have their bye just now, the week off, to not just rest up, but to plan and prepare and figure things out on defense. We'll see if it makes a difference. But Elijah Salinas, clearly not mad at all. Super chatted again. Thank you. Still won. All right, there you go. Good. Your beef is with Ted. There you go. Ted, personal.
Actually, your beef should be with Bryce Young and the fact they won't let him throw the football.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. That's Ted. He's doing what he can, but I get it. Look, I have a list. Changes every week. I have a list of players that are dead to me. I'll never start them for personal reasons. Yes, he's not on it, but there's others. Vert023, flex QJ or Tez or Kareem Hunt.
Nah, not Kareem Hunt, not Trey Tucker. I have Tez a little bit ahead of QJ. I go Tez.
Yeah, let's go Tez here. Again, this assuming it's PPR. If it's non, probably just go Hunt. But James Parker now in half. He said Vidal is in the flex or Wandale.
Well, I have Wandale above Vidal slightly. I think even in half PPR, I can go Wandale.
There you go for some upside. All right, Bob wants to know here. He's stashing Brenton Strange. Keep him there or pick up Kincaid and stash him. Who'd you rather stash?
You can more confidence in Strange? I mean, I don't know. But even if Strange plays, how good do we feel about Strange? I would rather have Kincaid.
Right. I mean, yes, I can feel better about Strange coming back first to play, but how confident are you that he actually helps your fantasy team?
Exactly. It's like,
so, you need
lots of guys play doesn't mean I want to put him in my fantasy lineup.
Yeah. Chris Maraga. Algier or Sean Tucker?
I'll go Sean Tucker against the Bills. He got pretty involved last week. I think that's going to be a thing. I think we're going to see this more of a 50-50. I'll take a chance on Tucker here.
Yeah, I mean, Algier, sure, he could score a touchdown at any point. I don't know. Real quick, we do have other questions to get to. The Falcons are one of those teams I mentioned earlier, right? They'll either get blown out or they'll do the blowing out, and then they'll beat the really good team, and then they'll lose to the really bad team. They got slaughtered earlier this season by the Panthers. Do you feel like this is like their bounce back, like get right game, like a revenge game? Like, are they going to all of a sudden look good after last week, or like what's going on? Or is this just going to be more disappointing?
I think the Falcons will look better for sure. I think the Falcons will look better.
Are they going to give the ball to Bijan and not just Tyler Algier inside the red zone?
They should, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right. Get your shiz. Needs a flex. Higgins, it's Higgins. Right? Higgins, White, or Vidal.
Yeah, Higgins, definitely.
I know it's half. Vidal is solid, but T. Higgins, we love T. Higgins. Matchup this week, you got to like Higgins in general. Higgins it is. Marquise McClure, you go for some brisket. Mills, General Mills, or crab legs with famous Jameis.
Yeah, I'm going to go Davis Mills.
Yeah, let's go that. Antoine Dykes, Amari DeMarcado, Parker Washington, or Theo Johnson.
Does it say full PPR? It doesn't say. If it's PPR, I think I'll go Washington. If it's half or non, I might go DeMarcado.
Yeah, it doesn't say. That makes it tough. Assuming it's PPR, I think I have to go Washington here. You'd like Theo, but let's not get too far.
All right. Well, Dolphins got a first down, but now they're punting after a sack.
Oh. Not a thrilling ending to this game.
Not yet. And then Jalen Lane fumbles the punt, and the Dolphins get the ball back.
Oh, man. Where is this game being played? Somewhere in Europe. Where is it?
Madrid.
Yeah. They're like, hey, let's go overseas. And in Madrid, they'll see this game and like, no thanks, we're good. Christian, Aaron Jones, or DeAndre Swift?
I have Aaron Jones higher this week.
All right, Aaron Jones it is. Yeah, I like Aaron Jones. Harv Danger, what's up, Harv? Change this lineup. Got Allen, Bijan, Rico, Dunze, Ladd, Gadsden. That's right. He called it. Remember? You remember Harv was the one who called the Woody Marks nuclear game when it actually happened. So you got it.
Yeah, but now he's maybe nuclear today. He did call it the last time. He did. Bijan, Rico, Odunze, Ladd, Flex, Marks. No, I flex Marks. Let's go. Maybe nuclear game.
Yep. And Gadsden, Auden, that's close, but give the slight edge to Gadsden here. Don't want to start Sutton, Addison. No, I think you're good. You're good the way you have it. Here you go, Harv. Good luck. Jay Frost, M. Oh, this is tough. Aaron Jones or Woody Marks?
No, I have Aaron Jones over him.
And just like that. Boom.
Well, here's what I know. I know Aaron Jones is going to play like 70% of the snaps, get almost all the touches, catch the passes, probably get the goal line work. I don't know if Woody Marks is just going to be the guy.
This is true. I mean, Woody Marks, you got to keep in mind, and look, I'm pumping my own brakes. Woody Marks all of a sudden got that big bump in usage last week in snap share, but Chubb was banged up and game script did work against them. Now, I know he was in there early anyways, but I think those played a factor. So, I mean, this is all true. Yeah, wow. You were stacked at running back. Achane, Gibbs, Rico, and those guys. Yeah. Okay. I feel like we've answered, I don't know if it's the exact same question, but I know we did one of Mo's poetic earlier. Thank you, Mose. Start 2, Judkins, White, Harvey, Vidal, Marks.
I'm going to go Vidal and Marks.
Yeah, here's a spot where you can go Marks for sure. 95, forgot about Kittle. How can you forget about Kittle? Come on. Pick 2, Judkins, Pearsall, Kittle. Who sits?
I think I'm just going to sit Pearsall here.
Yeah. I mean, Kittle is the one I like the best for sure here. Miggy, one shot. Harvey or White?
Harvey.
And yeah, I'm going to go Harvey here. I guess we haven't updated that. probably doesn't matter too much, but Bob says Matthew Golden is active. So there's that.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, do I even need to mention it? I don't know.
Yeah. Not too much. Just so you have all the information you need to make your decisions. All right. Andrea has entered the chat. Welcome as always. Wandale or Gadsden?
I can just pretty much go Wandale here.
Right. Let's now go to Robert Perky. Yeah, we addressed this earlier a couple times. Davante Adams, I mean, pretty close to zero concern for me. What about you?
Yeah, pretty close to zero. If I got Davante Adams, he's in my lineup.
And it's funny because he says this, and he's actually not exaggerating. He has him in 18 leagues, and that's just over half. So would you
say that's like barely half?
Do you? Okay, so if you have 18 Davante Adamses, do you sit some just to, like, mitigate the risk, or just like
nah? I just start them all. I start all the Davante Adamses.
I mean, unless like you're like, well, in this one league I have Davante Adams, or like Romo Dunze. I'm like, all right, maybe.
I still start Adams. Maybe if it was like Emeka Egbuka.
All right, Egbuka or T. Higgins or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, Robert. I think you'll be fine. Tyler C. Thinks he missed our answer. Okay. Rodgers, McCarthy, Williams.
Caleb.
And then Pitts or Muth?
I have Muth higher than Pitts this week. It's a gamble. Certainly a gamble here.
That one's interesting because, of course, we know the Cincinnati defense and tight ends, and we know what Muth did. Remember, the Carolina defense is right below the Cincinnati defense in terms of being really, really bad to tight ends. And Pitts, Pitts is solid. He's interesting here, but I mean, come on, the massive ceiling potential here for Muth. I think you got to go for it. There's no guarantee ever with Pitts. Brandy Hill, Egbuka or Nico?
Ooh, that is tough. But Nico gets the Titans. I'm going to go Nico.
Yeah, that is tough. I don't know how you cannot start both of them, but slight edge to Nico. Zen. Start one. Sutton, Gadsden, Pearsall.
Can I go? I might just go Gadsden over Sutton, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I can eliminate Pearsall here with the risk. We don't love Sutton. That's fine. I would go Gadsden too. TK Drizzy, Pearsall or Tez. Again, just what I said. Just go Tez here, right? Eliminate the risk of Pearsall doing not much.
Yep.
All right. What about the great Carter? Wandale, Keenan, Christian Watson. Full PPR.
Wandale.
Yep, go for the sure target share. Walter Alexander. Herbert or Caleb Williams? Worried that it's going to be windy in Jacksonville. Have you heard anything about like significant weather concerns for the Jacksonville?
No, there's no game that is so windy that I'm worried about. Plus, that one seems to be the least impactful of all of them. I'm starting Herbert.
Yeah, I'm starting Herbert regardless here.
I mean, remember last week we were worried about the wind in the Giants-Bears game, and look at what Caleb Williams and Romo Dunze did. Like, the wind has to be really strong for me to worry about the passing game, or it has to be like, it's gonna be snowing the entire game. Like, it's just gonna be snow. Then I'm gonna start freaking out. But like, these guys can't play in 15-mile-per-hour winds. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, these are the best players in the world. I know you and I might be like, ooh, it's too windy to do anything today, but they're like, yeah, we can throw a football, no problem. Don't worry about
it. Yeah, that's I use that excuse sometimes. It's like, I don't know. Did you see the wind? I'm like, stay in today.
Ooh.
Might knock me over. TK Drizzy again. Is AJ worth starting this week? Well,
I like AJ Brown this week. I mean, it depends on your other options, but I actually like AJ Brown this week.
Yeah. Look, he's not must-start territory anymore, but it depends who's your other option here. So yes, generally worth starting, but I mean, you don't have to super chat again unless you want to, but you can just tell us like who else would you start. So am I seeing this right? We're at the 2-minute warning. It's still 13-13, but the Dolphins are on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and goal at the 1 for the Dolphins.
All right. Well, I mean, nothing's going to happen right now because of the 2-minute warning. So that timeout, but they are 1 yard away from maybe scoring. Unlike the last time the Commanders were on the 1 yard line and didn't score. So let's see what happens here. We got Front Street Mopars, 1 receiver, 2 flex in PPR. Pearsall, Parker Washington, Gadsden. Probably not Ridley or one of the Seahawk running backs. Wow, we need 3 of these players. I think is it just the first 3?
Yeah, not Ridley. Yeah, I just go the first 3.
Yeah, not want to take a chance on Ridley. And what are you getting from those Seahawks as long as they're both on the field and splitting carries? And it's not a great matchup per se. So, yeah, let's go the first 3. All right, let's see. Let's help Blazed Ice. Stafford or Herbert?
Herbert.
And then Marks or Vidal?
Marks.
There you go. Blaze. It is Chris Vivanco. Tez Johnson or DK Metcalf in non-PPR?
I mean, can we even say DK Metcalf has more touchdown upside than Tez? I don't think so. I'll just go Tez.
No, he doesn't. I mean, DK is not exactly even putting up big chunks of yardage. He has 5 touchdowns this season. Like, that's okay, right? Like, he could score. I mean, definitely in this matchup. Ted Johnson has 4 touchdowns, and he wasn't even a starter in the first month of the season. So let's go Tez in this matchup. Tim Owens needs 2. Franklin Dobbs, Parker Washington.
I'm going to go Franklin and Parker Washington.
All right, and then we have, let's see. I don't think that came through right, but let's do it anyways. I appreciate the effort from Mexican Mike. All right, Metcalf, Tracy, or Parker Washington?
Oh, gosh. Can I probably still have to go DK Metcalf here, right? DK Metcalf.
Yeah, in this case. And that doesn't say PPR or whatever, but I think it's fine.
All right, Achane stuffed, 4th and goal.
Of course he was stuffed. Because how can you score from the 1 yard line? Justin Manson for my wide receiver 2 in flex in a full PPR league. Keenan Allen, Parker Washington, Tez Johnson, Troy Franklin, Ricky Pearsall. We need 3 of these players.
I'm gonna go Franklin, Tez, and Parker Washington.
All right, there you go. And then the Bitamamba has returned. Aaron Jones, RJ Harvey.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Aaron Jones. Did they take another timeout? Like, seriously?
Yeah, the Dolphins took a timeout here.
They just like drawing this out as much as possible.
I mean, this is a big play right here. You miss this. I mean, this is huge. Gotta make sure you come up with your best play right here.
Yeah, might kill their playoff hopes. Oh, wait a minute. Chris Oliveras, who should I start? Dobbs or Shakir?
Shakir.
That's easily Shakir. Yeah, go Shakir. Bert, this is easily a no. Brock Wright worth a pickup?
Nah, there's got to be better options than Brock Wright, right? I hope.
He's still questioning. He's got to have a designation now. Is he even playing?
Well, they play Monday night, right? So, don't they play Monday night?
Oh, yeah. No, it's tonight. It's the night game tonight. But yeah.
Oh, it's a Sunday night game. So, yeah, we won't find out till later. But, I mean, come on. Brock Wright?
Yeah, I mean, no. Too risky, too soon.
Oh, and Devon Achane got hurt on that play.
Awesome.
But it said he's walking off the field, so we'll see.
You know what's going to happen. Well, first of all, it's either going to be like a sack, which wouldn't surprise me, or it's like Ollie Gordon, touchdown number 2.
Yeah. And then next week we'll get like 500 Ollie Gordon questions.
Well, I mean, if Achane is actually hurt, then I get it. All right, TK Drizzy is clarifying. Thank you. I have Rome and Tet starting. We got to go AJB over Tet.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I like Tet. There you go. Justin, yeah, we just did that one. So hopefully you heard your answer. Justin Manson. What about Francisco Alderete? Hey, Goddard, Ferger, Loveland.
I think I've Goddard the highest. Let me make sure. Yes, I have Goddard one spot ahead of Ferg.
Yeah, Goddard, Ferg is
all right. Ollie Gordon stuffed.
They tried it. Ollie Gordon special. Wow. So both teams have it on the 1 yard line and couldn't score any points. This game, just because of how bad it's going with the offenses, is going to go to overtime, isn't it?
Probably. Looks like that's where we're headed. We're going to get a Matt Gay missed field goal to send us to overtime.
Feels about right.
I don't understand. Like, why not try to throw it on 4th down? I mean, you've tried running the ball. It's not working.
Charlatan 74, Rashad White.
Why not? Or with a minute 41 to go, why not just take the lead?
Well, yeah. Why didn't they just kick the field goal? Yeah, exactly. I was like, why didn't they kick the field goal? Because this is why the Dolphins are in the situation they're in.
I'm going to go Tez.
Yeah, let's go Tez here, Charlatan. This is a game that should favor the passing game versus the run game for the Bucs. Yes, that's a great idea, Bob. You know, I have the Dolphins flag. I very much am considering getting a Hurricanes flag instead. Not that they don't disappoint me anymore at times. But I'm not a fair weather fan. I'm a loyal fan, for better or worse. Jedi Cough. Shaheed or J-Mo?
I'm going to go Jameson.
Yeah, Shaheed's just not done a whole lot. Prolific. I don't know if this really matters if it's PPR or not. Sean Tucker or Christian Watson?
Christian Watson.
Yeah. Go Christian Watson here. Got some upside. Sean Tucker, can't say that he does. All right. Let's see.
And then can somebody explain to me? So on the first play, they throw a 28-yard pass to Debo. Remember, there's only a minute 40 to go. They have no timeouts. So then on 2nd down, they run the ball for a yard, trying to get into field goal range. What are we doing?
We are, I don't know, tanking?
Like what? Yeah, what are we doing here? You're not in field goal range already. You're still on your side of the field. Like, why are we running the football? And then the Dolphins call a timeout. Why didn't they just let the clock run?
You know what's funny is because you remember a couple of years ago, the thing was tank for Tua, right? Tua was like the next great quarterback. And now it's like, let's tank to get rid of Tua. Let's just get it. All right. It is full PPR. Well, it's prolific. I don't think it matters. Go Watson either way.
Yeah.
Let's do Ernesto. 2 between Swift, Jalen Warren, and Marks. Ooh. Man.
I got it. I have it. Jalen Warren and Swift.
Yeah, I mean, that's close because Warren, I think, is the one here. Like Woody Marks a lot, obviously. You should too against the Titans, but Swift probably safer. Okay, Chips, QJ, Tez, or Pearsall.
Yeah, man. I feel like I haven't said yes to QJ enough this week and too much to Tez, but I have Tez higher here.
Yeah, I'm now getting slightly nervous when we're going too high on Tez, too much Tez, but it's my team.
The Commanders going to settle for like a 50-something yard field goal here. They got a 25-yard play to get it to the Dolphins 40, and now they're running the ball again. They're just going to be like, hey, we're good. We're at the 35. It's a 52-yard field goal. No problem. No problem for Matt Gay.
They probably just don't want to risk passing the ball too much.
What? Oh, man. This game.
All right.
Then they throw an incomplete pass on third. I don't understand what's going on here.
Here's the real question. JP, Andrei Iosivas or Luther Burden for the Millie Maker?
Iosivas? Nah, I'll take a chance on Burden here. Although, I don't know. What's Iosivas? How many people are going to actually play? Well, he'll have some exposure in the Millie Maker because you got those freaking deep pocket guys who do like the max amount of lineups and they can get exposure to almost everybody. But I think Luther Burden should be better this week if we're just going purely off who will be better.
Yeah, I think you got a Burden. Yes, Iosivas did randomly have a kind of big game, like that crazy game against the Bears. You can't count on that again. Burden has been getting more involved. Go Burden.
All right, 4th down at the 38. I assume they're going to attempt a field goal here. I don't know with these coaches. I have no idea.
Honestly, at this point, please just make the field goal and end this game for multiple reasons.
I want overtime because we need Jalen Waddle to do something.
Yeah, see, wound up busting pretty much.
Did wind up busting. How did Jalen Waddle bust against Commanders? What the heck? This is why I say no to Tua. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
I know. All right, add another rule. No Tua.
No, he's a sit. He's just a sit.
Wow. I knew it. See? They're too bad.
No good. Score. We're gonna get overtime. Let's go. Unless they throw they have no timeout, so this would have to be like a deep sideline pass to Waddle or something that gets out of bounds with 1 second left.
Yeah, we don't have a great kicker. Sanders has been out with injury, so we got Riley Patterson not feeling the 50-plus yard field goal. JV, Harvey Ladd and it's got a trade question. Harvey and Ladd and Tet for Sutton and Lamb. Take Lamb, right?
Yeah, Harvey, but you got to take Lamb here. You got to take Lamb.
Yeah, you're getting the best receiver in this deal. Ted, what is Ted giving you these days? Harvey isn't the guy who look, I'm going to love Harvey down the stretch, so it's not nothing, but he gets Sutton here. I think you got to take the Lamb side. All right, KK has Amon-Ra, Flowers, Jacobs, Chase Brown, Vidal, Cade Otton, and Gadsden needs to start. 2 out of these 3, that's a separate question. Vidal, Otton, and Gadsden.
So you need to start. Oh, I see. So you need to start 2 out of 3 between Vidal, Otton, or Gadsden. I'm going to go Vidal and Gadsden.
I see. Yeah, it makes sense now. I read the whole thing. So,
all right, Achane back in the game, by the way, so he's fine.
Good.
In another incomplete pass to Tua, and then he completes a 22-yard meaningless pass to Achane to end the 4th quarter. But hey, it helps you in fantasy.
Well, at least it helps Achane owners.
Nice. Yeah.
Fuller. Have Devontae Adams? Yes, he will play. Replace him? No. Look, Devontae Adams, we already talked about this. He's good to go. Yeah. He's been cleared. This is not a major thing. I think you just Adams. None of those guys, even if Adams, catches one pass and leaves, he could still have outscored all those guys. Let's do Kevin again. Start 2. Harvey, Sutton, Dobbs. That man, Tez Johnson.
I mean, I'm going Harvey and Sutton, but I'm okay going Harvey and Tez if you don't want like to be all in on the Broncos.
Yeah, don't want to be too in on the Broncos this week. Yeah, you know what? Let's do Harvey and Tez. More Tez. Add more Tez to the plate. Ethan Ruiz. Start QJ, Ted, or Addison. You could say yes to QJ here.
Yeah, but I think I still have Addison over QJ. I do slightly have him over QJ. So I'm going to go Addison. I have not. Oh well.
It's okay. We can live without QJ. We got now. Made easy. No, that's what I've heard. Juwan, Tez, Franklin, and Ted rank 1 through 4.
I'm gonna rank Juwan, Franklin, Tez, Tet.
Yep. Ted is last. And then James Jones, good morning. QB2, JJ or Brissett?
I think you got to go McCarthy here. I do like Brissett, but man, with Harrison out, I don't know. I'll just go McCarthy.
Yeah, because one thing at least McCarthy does, he will scramble, all right? He'll run a bit. He's run in for a couple of touchdowns lately. He likes to go for those big plays. So he, at least when he does something significant, not dink and dunk. All right. And so he also added later to this, forgot Genty. So we have Ted, Jennings, Fannin, Muth, Harvey, White, and Genty. We need wide receiver, a running back, a tight end, and a flex.
All right. Well, Genty will be your running back.
Yeah.
Ted, Jennings, Fannin, Frymouth. Jennings will be my wide receiver. Harvey will be my flex. I mean, I do have Fannin slightly ahead of Freiermuth. I know Freiermuth could have that big game. Actually, I take it back. I have Freiermuth over Fannin. Now that I check. Fannin's safer. Fannin's certainly safer, but Muth more upside, so I'll go Muth.
We don't want safer. Come on, forget that. Get that out of here. We want to dominate. If you want to dominate, you go Muth. All right. Joe DePaulo. Pick a flex. There's Tez, there's Jennings, Myers, Michael Wilson, and Tajay Spears. Doesn't say if it's PPR or not.
Yeah, I like Jennings the best out of this group.
Yeah, I think so. Tez, of course, is interesting, but let's go Jennings first. And then we have Joe Mazzola. What's up, Joe? Dak or Flack?
Oh, man. I literally have Flacco one spot ahead of Dak. Dak probably a little safer if you don't want to risk it with Flacco.
Yeah, I mean, this is a close one, actually. With Flacco, a little bit more upside. All right. Thoughts? Just another excuse to squeeze Woody Marks in here. Boom. Creighton Tom. Woody Marks or Etienne?
I'm pretty sure I have Etienne above Woody Marks still.
Yeah, I figured Jamie, Theo Johnson, or Ferguson.
No, I still like Ferguson. No real I don't really have a reason to sit Ferguson.
Right. Here's the thing. Theo Johnson, yes, he becomes much more interesting with Slayton out, with Jameson, but he doesn't all of a sudden leap into like the top 10, right? He doesn't become a guy like you have to start him. Like, come on, the upside is still somewhat limited. So if you have a guy like Ferguson, right, these guys who have been really good, but not the absolute must starts. If you have like a Ferguson, if you have like I don't know, I don't know that many tight ends are like a Gadsden, you don't need to put them on the bench for Theo Johnson. All right, Emmanuel Haggerty, Dobbs or Shakir?
Shakir.
All right, Harley Horton, London or Jaylen Warren?
At London's playing. I know Jaylen Warren gets the Bengals, but I can't sit London.
No. Warren again, great spot, but London is still a dominant target. Well, I guess it is almost time. Johnny Donuts is in the house. Almost donut time. Good morning.
A 72-hour fast, so you ate a dozen donuts. A dozen. Wow. 72-hour fast. All right.
Pretty sure you not only offset, but did more damage than you did for that entire fast after eating the donuts. Right. It's like one step forward, 12 steps back. Okay. PPR needs to sick, injured. No, London is fine, I think. Sutton and Wilson.
Yeah, I'm going London and Sutton. I'm going to go London and Sutton.
London for sure. And Sutton second. Yes.
And right off the bat, Marcus Mariota throws an interception.
Wow.
Neither team. Now the Dolphins have the ball at the – well, now they have it at the 23 because Achane just ran for 10 yards.
The Washington 23, so they're going to score. Yeah. So they'll probably get it.
I mean, they only need a field goal now to win because Washington didn't do anything on their first possession.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I'm now thinking about donuts. The stomach is ready. We'll hang on until the game starts, though, so donuts will have to wait. Juice, you are absolutely right. I could go for some Taysom Hill on the Dolphins right about now. At least you do something. He would have made that 1 yard. All right. Then we got Don Groipy, pick 3. It's Jalen Warren, Aaron Jones, Kyren Williams, Woody Marks.
Woody Marks is last here for me. I have Warren, Jones, and Kyren as my top 3.
Yeah, these guys are pretty close. I can't put Marks over Kyren. It's really close, though. All right. How about the ruler? Slick Rip. Needs 2. Well, looks like we only sit 1. Are we sitting Ted, or is it Parker Washington?
I have Parker Washington ahead of Ted. I do. I mean, he gets more targets, and I mean, he's an offense that throws the ball more. I hate to say it. I got Tet. I'm sitting Tet.
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, Dave wants to know about dropping Laporta if you already have Gadsden because you're stashing other players in IR.
I mean, I don't really want to drop Laporta. Like, I mean, honestly, do you even need to stash Benson at this point? Like, really?
Well,
they haven't even opened up his practice window. I know it could be this week, but man, like, how good do we even feel?
I mean, I guess this comes down to like I get it because you're like I have Gadsden, so you don't like you're fine at tight end. You don't need to worry about Laporta, but this comes down to I think to some extent your roster construction you need like Benson. If Benson does get activated like tomorrow, where is he on your depth chart? You know, is he a guy who you could start? Is he like a flex option, or is he just like, hey, he's like my 5th running back? You know, I'll just have him just to have him. So if that's the case, yeah, I agree. You drop Benson.
I just don't want to give 2 things. Like, first of all, okay, like 2 weeks ago, you might have been like, can I just drop Gadsden? I have Laporta. Now Laporta's on IR. Like, it happens that quick. It happens. Like, what if Gadsden gets hurt? But also, like, what if you drop Laporta and some team out there who's like going to make the playoffs? They have a good team, but they're rolling out like, you know, they're gambling on Freiermuth this week. And then next week they're gambling on like Isaiah Likely. Like they're just struggling at tight end. And then you just gift them Laporta for no reason. So
no, that's a good point.
Drop Laporta.
That's a good point. So, and you're asking drop Laporta, but you're not picking anybody up right now. So don't drop him just for the sake of dropping him either. So, all right. JP, thank you, JP. I just noticed his comment. Interesting. He's like, he only plays for the Millie Maker, but he still listens to us.
I mean, look, it's worth it. You throw a win entry in there. Maybe you get lucky one week, right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's got to win.
Exactly. Someone's going to win every week. Why not you?
Tell myself.
All right. Dolphins just kicked the game-winning field goal. It is mercifully over. Jalen Waddle, an absolute bust in a smash spot. That is frustrating.
Yeah, and yet it shouldn't be surprising. I I'm not even like glad. Like I'm not glad. Like hey, the Dolphins won. Like I'm just glad the game's over. So, or honestly, the Terminator needs a quarterback to terminate the other team. Caleb Williams or Baker Mayfield?
Yep, I have Caleb one spot ahead of Baker this week.
Yeah, this is close. This is where I give the edge to the guy I think is just a better quarterback, and it's Baker Mayfield. So I go Baker here. Let's see. Thank you, Julio. It did age well. You did it, I guess, right on time. Congratulations, sort of. Where I do have my merino shirt. Just saying, you could bring it out. But now, if I wear the merino shirt, I'm just going to blend in with my background and maybe camouflage.
Right.
You don't want that. But thank you. Anybody you've been watching, guys, this whole time, don't forget, before we end, we still have about 10 minutes left, actually like 15. Just don't forget, hit the like button at some point. Definitely helps us out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't yet. All right, we have another super chat from USMC 2012. It's DK, Etienne, Vidal, or Addison. Pick one to flex.
I have Etienne ranked the highest here.
Yeah, in this group, even if it's full PPR, I can still go Etienne. Slightly different question here. Adam has to choose between Monangai, Spears, and Algier.
I think I just go Monangai here.
Definitely don't want to start any Titan. So let's cross Spears off. It's like, does Algier score a touchdown or does he not? Monangai could score too. He's been scoring. So go Monangai. Xavier Cortez, Pearsall or Flowers?
Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers. Big Co? Caleb or Black K? Big K? Okay.
K-A-E. What did you say? Poe?
I saw O instead of an A. It kind of blends together here.
Oh, you said Co? Co?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Flacco over Caleb. We really need to get you glasses.
I know. H-Town Viper, DJ Moore, Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. Casey wants to
Look, it's not like Waddle has been bad this year. He's been mostly good. This is definitely frustrating because it's like, come on, it's the Washington Commanders. Like, what the heck? Like,
that's what makes it so aggravating. And that's the thing. Okay, look, Waddle should have done better. I just gone on this whole thing when I picked him as a boom. Obviously, look how great he's been for the past 8 games. He's been so great. And now it's like the best matchup possible. So of course he does nothing, right? Of course he does nothing. He has been good. It's like you can't drop him. Like that's not a rage drop thing.
No.
Like he did nothing, right? Like it wasn't 0. He got you 8 PPR points. 8. Not nothing.
That's pretty bad. The real issue here is how does Tua only get 171 passing yards against the Commanders?
All right. So Tua, not personally dead to me, but I'm definitely never picking him for anything again. Dude, honestly, like, is Tua going to be a Dolphin next year? Who knows?
Probably not.
Okay. Reminder, spamming will definitely guarantee we don't answer your question. So don't do that. Okay, let's go to Gabriel again. Actually, hold on. We got another super chat here from B1 Kicks. Rachaad White or Michael Wilson in full?
I'll just go Michael Wilson.
Yeah, don't feel Rachaad White this week. Jedi Koth in the guillotine. This is what happens when you're in guillotine league. Rice, London, and Igbuka Piggins. We need 2.
What? I don't know. London and Igbuka.
I think, look, when you have choices like this, again, you don't want to risk the down game. Rice is the one I feel the most hesitant on because of the matchup. So I'll cross Rice off. And Pickens is the number 2. These other guys are all number 1s. So there we go. London and Ibuka. All right, we do have. Now they're coming in. See, the game is over. So here they come. The DJ BK24, Michael Wilson, Jordan Addison, Parker Washington.
I like Jordan Addison this week. I mean, Michael Wilson's certainly more interesting if Lenore really is out. Man, Addison, I feel like has a big game coming here at some point. I'm gonna go Addison.
Well, Addison definitely gets the best matchup, right? That Bears secondary. He did get a ton of targets last week, just didn't catch half of them. So I agree that Addison definitely has the most upside here. Let's do that. Jason, Joel, El Congri. Tez or Shaheed?
Tez.
Yeah, definitely Tez. Shaheed seems pretty unstartable. T. Neal, 629, half. We need a flex between Metcalf, Shakir, Vidal, or Harvey.
Oh, man. I think half makes this a little bit closer. I have Vidal the highest here.
I mean, DK is not the highest here. I can agree with that, right? Look, again, I said this earlier, Shakir doesn't have all of a sudden this huge ceiling, like he's in a monster game. But his floor got raised a little bit with those injuries. Well, injury / benching, doghouse. I'm probably just, even in half, I'm locking in Shakir in most of my lineups because I know he's going to get me probably double-digit points easily. But this is close between Vidal and even Harvey. Can make a case for him. All right, we get. Hold on, next. We got 10 minutes, by the way, guys. 10 minutes left, less than 10 minutes till kickoff. So we'll hang around. We'll answer as many questions as possible. Johnny Donuts, the dozen clouded his brain, forgot to ask the question. Needs 2 in PPR. Judkins, Henry, Sutton, Wilson, Naylor.
I'm going to go Henry, Judkins, Sutton.
All right. And then we got RJ wants to know T. Higgins or Woody Marks.
T. Higgins.
Yeah. I like Woody Marks a lot this week, but Higgins is such a smash spot. Jedi Koth, now Judkins or Harvey in half.
I mean, I have Judkins slightly ahead of Harvey, but I don't know. I might kind of feeling Harvey with the pass catching potential. Go Harvey.
Yeah, I'm again maybe a little too worried, a little nervous about Judkins. He's okay. I think he's more like a floor play this week. Harvey definitely has more upside. Cali Kid, where you been? I feel like Cali Kid was always in the chat. I haven't heard from him a couple days. Trade Etienne for Harvey.
I don't think so. I mean, like Etienne's the workhorse. He catches passes. He's got that explosive ability. He doesn't have a bye next week.
Yeah, I think the timing is interesting because at the same time we just found out Dobbins out, and Harvey's the guy. But exactly, probably not going to have a big game this week, and then not going to play next week. But if Etienne is not a guy that is like your RB2, I'm going to do it to take a chance on the upside that Harvey is just a monster down the stretch. Like I'll do that if I don't need him this week and next week, right? If you're deep enough at running back, which I assume you should be. Chico now, which lineup is better? Okay, here's the wait. We need the rest of it. Dak, Jamar, Puka, JT, what? Warren, Theo, JSN. But they don't have JT this week.
Yeah, I think he's just saying like for the playoffs, probably like 1 seed versus 2 seed. So this is what it would look like. I mean, you got We got Jamar, Puka, and JT. This team has Jefferson pick. Team 1 is better. Team 1 is better, definitely. I mean, Jamar, Puka, and JT and JSN on the same team. I mean, team 1 is ridiculous. It's insane.
Yeah, like this week, maybe because no JT, but overall, yeah, it's stacked. Okay, now let's do Gabriel. We got a couple minutes left. Let's see, we can squeeze this in quickly. He's gonna go for it, right? 5 touchdown picks.
We picked up 5 touchdown picks, and we only have a few minutes left. Let's see.
We kind of did this yesterday.
Yeah, but the thing with touchdown picks, are you just what is the vig here? Like, if you're doing it on an underdog, are you taking some guy who's like what was Devon Achane's touchdown? It was probably higher, 0.79, and he didn't even score. So it's not even worth it, right? So you got to try to find guys where it's not you pick his touchdown line, but it's minus 250. It's there's no point in picking that, right? There's no point in making a bet on that.
Right. Okay. So like we do with John, right? John Wickering, just pick 5 guys that aren't the most obvious ones, and let's just pick 5. I like Nico Collins. There's one.
Yeah, he might have I'm gonna say Aaron Jones, AJ Brown.
I'll throw T. Higgins out there.
Yeah. Jaylen Warren. I'm trying to think of ones that I probably don't think.
I think we need one more.
I'll go. I wonder if Kyron's too obvious.
Mm-hmm. That's okay if it's obvious, kind of obvious.
Yeah, go Kyron. Again, I don't know where you're where you're making these picks, but it matters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, truly. But all right, there you go. And then Roberto sliding into the last minute. How's it going? Rodgers or Love?
I'm gonna go Love, and now I just saw the Giants, Paulson Adebo, their top corner, apparently hurt his knee in warmups, so now he's not even playing. This is a bounce back spot for the Packers. I'm gonna go Love.
Yeah. And look, if Jameis is still very rusty and decides to do what he does a lot and turns the ball over, it's gonna be a pretty good day for the Packers. All right, there you go, Roberto. And let's do a couple more because we only have a couple more minutes left. Sean Wilder, Judkins, or Odunze?
Odunze.
Oh, here we go. We've been waiting for this. We almost got through an entire stream without a kicker question. Teja Naharaseti, Cam Little, or Evan McPherson?
Cam Little, he's a kicker for the Jags, right? Kicked the long field goal. Yep. He rightfully got the record, even though he set the record in preseason. But it's preseason. Imagine if somebody in preseason baseball hit a 700-foot home run. So everybody knows that's the longest home run any human being has ever hit. And they're but it's not the record because it wasn't a regular season game. It's we know this is the longest field goal ever. It wasn't like they had wind tunnels behind them. It was still a football game. It should have been the record, but at least he rightfully does have the record now. How do you not play him?
Well, exactly. You figured he would get it eventually. It didn't take long, right? Just halfway through the season, he nailed it. I just say I love that. If anybody in fantasy is so anti-kicker, it's you. But you get so fired up about the kicker record. You're like,
oh, it's just come on, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This isn't I get it. If somebody throws 10 touchdowns, you go, okay, it's preseason. They're playing against backups, but that doesn't affect the kick. It doesn't affect the kick.
Right. No, that's true. It's a different thing. All right. And also sliding into last minute just to say what's up is Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Let's see if I can find your comments. I just had it. I'm going too far. There it is. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, happy football day to everyone.
Yes.
As you say, make sure that you always plan ahead. Let's get that win today. Hopefully everyone secures a victory. Take down the ops. Dominate. Don't just win. Don't just get the win. You need to prove a point, right? Make them scared to play you in the playoffs. All right, guys. we're gonna slide out of here because game is about to get going. Other games, the actual good games. Hopefully. Don't forget, if you haven't yet, click that like button. And of course, anybody here who isn't subscribed, go ahead and do that. It takes a second, it helps us out a lot. And we appreciate everyone who's been on here. Of course, we got content coming out. Videos going to come out tonight, tomorrow, every single day. So turn on notifications, when we go live and when our videos come out. All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you very soon.